by David Gallagher, and it is presented by Steve Jackson and Ian Livingston, originators of Fighting Fantasy series. So, this one, we're going to need a map on. So this is our map. I'm going to make a bookmark for us as we go along. Battleblade Warrior bookmark. BB War. Yeah. And, yeah, spread the word. If you got friends that like these books, or anybody that you might think that would be interested in this, tell them to get their butts on over to the stream, because we're going to get going on this. It is a special edition Sunday time switcher, because I did one last week as well that I have yet to get up onto YouTube. But we do these every other 2 weeks, or every other week. No, hold on. Every 2 weeks. But this is a one that we did back to back, so that we can start alternating on a different schedule. That works out better for me. So, all right, let's get going. Battleblade Warrior. Take a look at the back of the book real quick. Oh, you know what? I'm not going to read this because I'm going to read it inside the book. That's just the rest cover here. Okay, so first thing we need to do is these are multipath game books. We need a character. I just threw up Warrior McBlade on there. That's not our actual name. We have to name our character. It is most important to do that. We'll get rid of the old Warrior McBlade. Then we need to generate our stats. We have skill, stamina, and luck, all which we're going to use over the course of this live read. Apparently we don't have any gear or loot for this book either. Nothing, not even gold or a piece of string. Fairly accurate. Alright, so if anybody's got any name suggestions, throw those out, and then we're going to generate this stuff right away for skill, stamina, and luck. Hey, Warpigs, you want to roll for some stats, man? We'll use, you want to do roll if you're here. If anybody else is here, do exclamation point roll. I'll take the first die in the first roll for skill. I'll roll, add that to 6, and then we'll do a double die roll for the stamina, and then take the first die on the roll for luck as well. So, jib roll. All right, cool. So, skill's going to be a 9. Oh, damn. All right, we got high luck, medium skill, and then let's roll for stamina. That's the war cry. I gotta do a, hey, what's up, Avali? How's it going? I gotta do the jib command for this. All right, we got a skill of 9 and a luck of 12. And then we'll do one more, and we'll count double die rolls for all of stamina. Is it giving you guys a cooldown at all for rolls? Let me know if it is. Awesome, I'm glad to hear you're doing all right. All right, so stamina is low on this one. 5 plus 12 is 17. We got good luck to help recover in battle. I think actually, you know, we do start with, did say we start with 4 provisions. And this book was very, is it 30 seconds? Dang, okay. Let me see if I can, adjust that quickly before we get going on this. Because I'd like it if you guys were able to roll more frequently. No, apparently I can't change the cooldown anymore with the new bot. I gotta request that feature and functionality. They redid some of the bot functionality, so that's right. We'll get it done. Don't worry, we'll get some more people in here and we'll get the rolls flowing, as it were. All right, I'm excited about this one. This was a recent purchase that I picked up. Let's see, 315. Last time I was back home visiting my folks. It's from Page's Book Emporium in Cranbrook, where I grew up. So it should be a fun time. I've never read it. Brand new. Let's get to it. You guys, okay, we got our stats. We got 4 provisions. How's the audio quality, video quality? All good so far? Let's take a look at this map. What you guys think of names? All right. Gulf of Shamus, Swampland of Sular Shah, Lizard River, Night Shriek Jungles, the Snake Lands, Axehead Plains, Capra, Desert of Skulls. Cool. I like maps like this. They were really, really inspirational as a kid. I always wondered what kind of adventures would take place there, and you know what? We're going to find out. Totally fancy color map. All right, here we go. After 6 years of constant bombardment from the forces of the mighty Lizardman Empire, your beloved city of Vamorna lies in ruins. Yet its battered and war-weary troops still hold out. Fighting alongside your mother, Queen Ariel, you know the situation is desperate. It is surely a matter of time before the city must fall to the hands of evil, unless the divine powers come to its aid. Then the great Lord Telak, god of courage, appears in a dream. You are the one chosen to carry out the mission to bring victory to your people. Only you can seek out the weapon which will aid you in your city against the dark forces. Your mission will take you through enemy lines and will be fraught with danger, but you must succeed. You are Vimorna's last chance. 2 dice, a pencil, a Twitch account, awesome followers, an eraser, a bunch of other stuff that we're not even going to talk about right now, are all you need to embark on this thrilling adventure, which is complete with the elaborate combat system and score sheet, blah, 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 blah. You decide, danger, 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 blah, blah, blah. All right, done. Ah, good old Jib Jib. Named after... Was he named after that family pet, like Indiana? You never know. All right, let's see. Ah, it looks like Hydro's in here too. Hey, Hydro, how's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. This is one where you just get to listen to me. Chatty Chat Chatterson. We'll teach Hydro Soul the ways of... Hope you're feeling better today too, man. Sounded pretty rough last night. All right, let's get into it. Let's make sure my camera's straight here. For Bob N, Maggie S, Kevin W, and Stephen K, and all the staff at Greylight Industries PLC for all the fun they're giving me. Aw, it kind of rhymes. If you're wondering, my voice is nice and tenorous today because I was sick last week and I'm still feeling the aftershocks of that. Alright, we've already covered the character hints on play. Don't mess it up, essentially. Here we go. Vimorna besieged. Here's the illustration. Sweet, there's dinosaurs. Look at that lizard guy at the bottom there. Alright. As the might of the Lizardman Empire smashed like an ocean breaker against its walls once more. Make sure this is in focus. Along the ragged lines... the besieged city of Vimorna shuddered, but held. Along the ragged lines of its shattered walls, desperate men and women fought, though they were dying on their feet. Their energy sapped by 6 years of starvation and malnutrition, the battered troops held firm through sheer willpower. For every pace the reptilian troops gained, the defenders vowed 100 lizard corpses would lie. The lizard men could bear such losses, and more, for the might of the Lizard King's armies was colossal. Soon, very soon, the evil humanoids would break Vimorna's last ring of defenses, even if they had to dismantle the city stone by stone, brick by brick. The enemy of the Lizard Kings would not rest until the land of the southern Lanzia were ensnared under its cruel dominion. As you know, for your mother is Queen Periel, the lion-hearted woman who now commands Vimorna's defenses. That was an awkward sentence. Oh, all this you know, for your mother is Queen Periel, the lion-hearted woman who now commands Vimorna's defenses. Your father, Alexandros II, was struck down by a poisoned javelin in a counterattack to help the reptilian hordes from the outer wall of the castle at the center of the city. His death made a warrior of your mother, but this and years of constant bombardment has changed her beyond belief. Where once she was beautiful in grace, she is now thin-lipped sturdiness, her eyes red-ringed through the lack of sleep and the side effects of her sorceress searches for supernatural aid. Night after night, the queen pleads with the gods and their servants for divine help against the overwhelming odds, and each night she receives no answer. It is as if there was a war in the heavens as well as on Titan, and the forces of evil and chaos are winning there, too. Your father's death also made a warrior of you, and now you ride into battle alongside your mother. Between the raids and the wall duties, you help tend the sick, arrayed in rows in the great hall of the castle. There are wounded warriors by the score, but also a great many women and children, injured by flying missiles, or simply suffering from malnutrition. Food is now very scarce and strictly rationed, and it is only owing to good planning that it has lasted so long. What is perhaps worse than the lack of food is the constant lack of sleep. It would be hard enough to sleep anyway, with the bombardment of rocks and exploding balls of sulfur, but each night the enemy conjures up spirits and demons which howl around the towers of the castle until dawn. Their screaming, often joined by the sorcerous thunder and lightning, would keep all but the most desperately tired awake. However, on this night, even you sleep. You spend most of the evening helping out putting a massive fire blazing in the south tower of the castle, started by a flaming brand which had hurtled into the city from one of the many giant catapults stationed just outside of the reach of the city's archers. When the fire was out, you didn't bother returning to your quarters in the main keep. You just found an empty corner, pulled your stained cloak over yourself, and slept. Dawn breaks and you awake, savoring the warmth of your corner and the light on your eyes before opening them. But the castle is somehow different. You lie still for a moment before sitting up with a start. There's nothing but silence. Everywhere is quiet. That seems suspicious. So quiet you can hear your breath coming in short gulps as you rub the sleep from your eyes with your dirty fists to find yourself alone in the corner of the inner hall. All you can see are bare, rubble-strewn flagstones, first traces of weeds poking up between them as if stretching for the sunlight, which beams through the gaps in the shattered roof. "My Telek's golden sword!" you exclaim aloud, using the oath your mother always forbade you to utter in those far-off days before the siege. Siege! You remember the siege. And mother, what in the name of all of heavens is going on? Holy exposition, Batman. Indeed, you may ask. A voice comes from behind you. You spin around and look up in wonder. Atop the ruined wall above you stands a glowing figure, a hefty warrior armed for battle and clad in brilliant golden armor. About his feet stalks a lion, which must be fully grown, though it is dwarfed by the radiant figure. "Know you not who I am, my child? You called on me just a moment ago, though in truth I was here watching you." The warrior intones in a voice that rumbles like thunder, round in a distant mountain. His gleaming emerald eyes stare deep into yours, flashing with a supernatural power. You drop to your knees, more out of amazement than respect, for you know that now that the figure before you is Telek, the sword-bearer, Lord of courage, and patron to all those who bear arms against evil. "My lord," you stammer, "what would you have of me?" "Do not be afraid," rumbles the heavenly voice, "for you must listen carefully to what I tell you. The dark forces that oppose us both," that's a weird-sounding voice, "the dark forces that oppose us both are gathering for a final assault. Even as I speak, demonic legions begin to battle at the gates of my ethereal palace, just as they batter down the very doors of yours. What is needed is an earthly victor against evil, and soon to divert the Lizard King's deathless masters away from my door so I can properly come to Vimona's aid. Know you of a place called the... Wow, what is that? Dertelican? Know you of a place called the Dertelican? Telek's Mount? It is one of the twin peaks of the Lion Heights, far to the northeast of Vimona. You must go there and find a weapon which will aid you in your city against evil. Seek out a man they call Lascar. The Golden Warrior's voice fades as if his attention were elsewhere, and the lion at his legs growls. I must depart to secure my own gates. Go and serve me well. Wheresoever I can, blah, blah, blah. Wheresoever I can, I will aid you, for you are a warrior now, and under my protection. The Golden Warrior and his lion fade away, and a rough hand is shaking you awake. Although the musty room in the inner hall, you can see the others rising and shaking themselves. From all around you comes the sound of coughing, stamping, chattering mingled with the distant sounds of battle. It is decided then, all the omens are with you. You must depart as soon as you are able. Your mother looks stern. She has a very deep voice. But you know from her eyes that she is dreading you leaving on such a dangerous mission. Around the room, everyone shares Queen Periel's mingled looks of trepidation and resolve, but all nod their heads at the decision. You will leave a few hours before dawn to give you the best chance of crossing through the enemy's encampment. In the darkness, you may be able to pass through their lines, although I still fear for you. I was chosen, Mother, you state simply, and leave to prepare for your journey. Kind of a smarmy thing to say. Man, come on, Mom. Give me a break. I'm totally doing this. Turn to 1. That's our mission, folks. We're going crazy to Telex Mount to find a weapon that will save the world. Is that us? No, that's a lizard man riding a triceratops. Sweet, though. Hey, welcome to the stream. We're reading Battleblade Warrior. Steve Jackson and Ian Livingston present. Here, let's begin our journeys, my friends. Dawn is not far away. All night, the bombardment of the city has continued, but somehow you manage to rest and relax a little in preparation for your journey. Now, with the moon set and the first new glimmers of light on the horizon, you are in the secluded room of your mother, Queen Periel, making your final preparations for your journey. You are dressed in sturdy clothes, but with minimal armor so you can move quickly. You have a strong cloak to protect you from the elements and keep you warm at night. There's a large rucksack filled with supplies, for provisions, and your trusty sword and hunting knife, which we won't add to our inventory because, you know what, built in. While you're getting ready, the queen goes to a chest and pulls 3 items from it. These belong to your father, she said, and I know he'd want them he would want them to be put to good use. You may take 2 of the objects by going to the appropriate paragraphs. Make a note of those that you choose on your adventure sheet. There are a bow and 3 silvered arrows, a bottle containing a pale liquid, and a small glass globe filled with swirling cloud of dust specks. All right, this is how this stream is interactive, my friends and followers. Which 2 items do we choose? And I'll add them to our character sheet. We'll read the description of those things too. So again, the choices are bow and 3 silvered arrows, a bottle containing a pale liquid, and a small glass globe filled with a swirling cloud of dust specks. I really do wonder why we can only pick 2 of the 3. I mean, I know narratively why, but... Or no, not narratively. Mechanically, I know why. Warpigs has got the bow. Alright. Throw our dice back in here. Whoop! Anybody else want anything else? What do you think? Bow? Bow and 3 silver arrows. And then bottle, potentially, or globe. Let's read the bow description. Turn to 13. You guys can think of what the other ones. The bow is made from finely worked bone and has a great many charms and sigils carved into it. Its 3 silvered arrows are turned to perfection, and you know that wherever you fire one, you will be almost guaranteed of hitting and destroying your target. Note down the bow and 3 arrows in your adventure sheet. Every time you use an arrow, you must cross it off. If you have another item to choose, we do. Turn to 31 for the swirling globe or the phial of liquid if you have your 2 already. Alright, so we're taking dust and, bow and liquid. Okay, let's take the phial of liquid, 388. So if you're new to these kinds of books, you can already see that it's non-linear. These are all numbered paragraphs or entries. We're going to jump around quite a bit. The pale liquid is a healing balm, which you may take when you need it most. When you wish to use the soothing powers, make a note of the paragraph you're currently at, then turn to 42. If you have another item to choose... Oh, interesting. Okay, so let's throw that bookmark in here. Battleblade Warrior. I'm just going to quickly update our inventory. So gear and loot, we have a bow with... Oh, pressing the wrong button now. Whoop, come on. 3 arrows. And a vial equals... Was that 42 for the entry? Yep, 42 when we need to use it. Alright, there's our inventory. And then we now have our 2 items. We turn to 361. You have several options as far as routes and your method of travel are concerned. After long discussions with Vamorna's most learned experts, who are still alive at any rate, it was agreed that you would leave the city with a band of warriors who would try to force their way through the enemy lines and enable you to flee from the besieged city on foot, heading north and then east to your goal. Alternatively, you could take the same route but attempt to leave the city in secret, sneaking through the enemy lines just before dawn. Finally, you could sneak down to the docks and attempt to steal a boat, which would take you a fair distance up the river Vamorna before you head east to your goal. You try to break out by force, sneak away, or steal a boat. Alright, this is where the choices come down to you guys. I am simply the narrator of charming voice and quality. but please make a choice. Would you like to sneak, a force sneak, or steal a boat? Good old Jib Jib. Come on, Jib Jib. What kind of person are you? What I'm going to try, just as a point of interest for the next stream, I might get us all logged into Discord as well, so you guys can hear the voice real time, and that way choices would be faster, so there's no stream delay. The video would be out of sync, and you hear it again, but at least you'd have. All right, Avali says sneak. You're first one in, Avali, so we're gonna sneak away before dawn. 93. Usually, first person to speak up is gonna make the choice. You creep from the castle as the first rays of light are touching the tallest towers. Away to the west, you can hear the battle being joined as the group of defenders make a suicidal attack on the lizard man lines in the hope that they will divert attention away from you. You sneak through the ruined houses down to a conduit which leads through the lower walls. Soon, you'll have to decide whether you're going to head for the plains or the river. But first, you must get clear of the city walls. You scuttle through the trenches, hunched in your cloak, until the path divides into two. So you take the right or the left path. All right, so this is where our map comes in handy. So we're sneaking out of here. We're on entry 93, and then we're going to go left or right. And we definitely need to start making a map here. 206 or 296. Left or right. Now, if nobody pipes up, generally, even after the stream delay, I usually make a right is right choice. It's kind of the default action. As my granny always used to say, right is right. Of course, she got trapped in mazes all the time, so she knew what she was talking about. Always right is right. See, Warpigs knows. All right, all right. 206. Picking your way over grisly bodies, you sneak off along the trench. The floor of the trench seems to rise, for soon you're having to crouch further and further until you stay below the edge. A screeching, stomping noise makes you halt in your tracks as it gets nearer and nearer. You peer over the edge of the trench to see. Do you peer over to see what it is, or keep your head down? Ooh, all right, 206. Got a couple choices: head down or peer over. Now this, we're still in lizard man territory over here. Oh, a calicorn. We know what those guys are. That's sneaking ahead. Don't look. Sneaky peeky. Yeah, all right. You guys are in sync over there. Let's peer over the edge. 231. A giant running lizard snarls down at you. A heavily armored lizard man perched in its saddle on its back is poking at you with a javelin. For every round of combat you fight, roll 1 die. If you roll a 1, the rider manages to hit you with his javelin. Deduct 1 extra stamina. If you kill the lizard, turn to 104. Alright, combat time. Wow, we're getting right into it. So this is how this works if you're new to the stream. Everybody in chat rolls for Jib Jib, our hero. Avali's demonstrating perfectly what you're supposed to do. You're going to do an exclamation point roll. We're gonna add your roll to our skill of 9. I'm gonna roll 2 dice over here in the magic crystal ball. Add that to the lizard skill, and whoever's higher gets 2 stamina points deducted. All right, so Avali's got a 5, a 14, and I got a 7 and an 8 for 15. So that's a hit against Jib Jib for 2 stamina points. Warpigs rolled a 6, and I got a 7, so that's 1 hit apiece. Now, at any point, you guys can also say, right after your roll, if it's a good roll, you can say luck. Just say it right into the stream. If you want to use we'll do a test for luck. And if you're lucky, it'll either reduce damage or increase damage. But either way, you can do a luck request roll. Oh, poor Jib Jib. Got 1 poke. So I'll roll that 1d6. That was a 4. So no extra roll. You guys got some more rolling to do there. I'm going to roll ahead of time. So we got a 9, so that's a 16. You got to beat the next roll. and 16, and then we're also going to have a 17. So the next two, 16, 17, that was the first javelin roll, second javelin roll, third javelin roll. No javelins. I know, right? Is that, yeah, I don't know why the roll delay is a real pain in the butt. Oh, man, we're getting hammered at this point. All right. So those are 2 more hits against us. I'm going to drop our stamina down at this point because we've just lost a total of 6 stamina. We're down to 11 at this point. This is not faring well. But that's okay. If anybody else is in there wants to get a roll in, that's all good. It's all good, man. It's you know, we're young, we're inexperienced. How would we know? All right, a 7. All right, so let's see. All right, so that's 2 more points of damage onto the running lizard. Avaldi's got a doubles, 2, 4. Luckily, I rolled a 7. Oh, maybe that's not lucky. 7 plus 7 is 14, and you rolled a total of 13. So we're down to 9 stamina already. We're gonna definitely have to eat a provision after this one. This is a rough first fight. The dice are on fire. Let's roll. Oh, we get poked for 1 more, too. The Javelin Rider. Second Javelin was a 4. No good. 5 on a 1. Up. Did we tie on Avaldi's 4? You're right. Okay, cool. So we get 2 stamina back. Okay, cool. I'll add 2 more stamina back to that. Mathing is hard. I'm high on Benelin too. All right, he rolled a double 1, so let's get another double. Let's get another roll in there. I think you guys are gonna beat that no matter what. Let's add 2 stamina back. Oh man, Warpigs, you lucked out that I rolled double 1 on that one. So he is down to 2 stamina. If you guys want to spend a luck point, we can go for the kill right now. Or we can get another roll in. If nobody says luck, I'll count it as just a regular roll. Oh, another double 1. Dang. All right. You can totally get lucky on that one. I'm pretty sure you guys, you're 2 stamina higher. Don't even bother rolling on the next one. You guys kill the lizard. And let's roll quickly to see if we get jabbed. No jab. That was a 5, and that's a 2. So all good. Man, what's with the 1s and 2s? All right, so we got damage there a little bit. At any point you guys want to eat a provision, we can only eat 1 provision at a time, unfortunately. So let me know. It will restore 4 stamina if you want to eat that. I'm going to turn to 104. First combat down. An auspicious start. This part of the trench is obviously seen some fairly recent fighting. Yeah, like 30 seconds ago, as bloodied bodies lied sprawled in the mud. It seems that a unit of men from the city were holding an important junction against a large force of orcs and hobgoblins, but eventually succumbed to superior numbers. There's no sign of anyone around now, although, and you may choose which path to take. You may go left, right, down the river, or take the central trench. Alright, so look at our map here. Alright, so we went 206, we peaked up, got to 104, and we can go left, 18, central trench, 277, or right is 380. That's likely to be the river. Cool. We got river sounds interesting. Oh, if they're lizard men, I wonder if they swim though. If they got like crazy dinosaur mounts. What do you guys want to do? Right? All right, let's go down to the river. 380. Everybody's having a good Sunday so far. We're out this morning at a French-Canadian festival, so pretty fun. All right, scurrying down conduits cut through the walls, and then scurrying down conduits cut through the walls, and then along trenches between the walls, you come to a built-up dockland already in the ruined. dockland area of the ruined outer city. This part of Vimorna has suffered less destruction than much of the besieged city. It seems not to be as heavily occupied by enemy troops. Creep up to what used to be a gaily decorated alleyway between two roofless buildings, remembering with sadness the families who once lived there. The alley widens into a winding, cobbled lane which leads, via slopes and steps, down the direction of the quayside. At that moment, a shout comes from behind you. Two ragged orcs, obviously scavenging along the ruins, race towards you. You have two simple options: stand and fight, or run for it. Alright. You guys want to run? Stand and fight the orcs, or run? Are we runner, or are we fighter? We didn't eat that provision, so we're down to 11 stamina. We're definitely going to eat if we fight on the next one. Fighty fight, or runny run? Alright, run it is. 234. You come to the front of a large... Run, is that right? Yeah, we just like straight up run. Boom. Awesome. You come to the front of a large ruined warehouse. Quickly, you run around the building to the right. Oh, sorry. Will you run around to the building to the right or to the left? Or will you enter the building? Alright, so ruined warehouse. Say this is 34. You want to go around the left, 178. Around the right is 266. Straight in the middle, 159. You guys want to duck? Go in and eat and go in. Eat on the go? Alright, we're going to just snarf a Snickers bar on the way here. And then... Cool. Okay, let's get that 4 stamina back. That was a good idea. Good call. 15. There we go. We should be back up to 15 stamina. And we're going to head into the building 159. Hopefully there's, well, there's guaranteed to be something in there. You dive through the door. There's no floor. Oh. Roll 2 dice. If the roll is less than or equal to your skill score, 388. If it's higher than your skill score, 55. I need a roll from anybody in the channel. Away we go. Alright, you know what? I'm actually, alright, awesome. It is less than your skill score, 386. Thank you, Avali, for that. 386. Somehow you managed to stop yourself from falling. Most of the floor is gone, leaving a deep drop in the cellar beneath. You hide to one side of the doorway as the armored lizard man strides past. Peering out after him, you are just in time to see him disappear amongst the ruins. There's no sign of the marsh orcs. Thank Telak. Thanks, Telak. 32. Alright, you know what? I'm going to try something out real quick, if you guys don't mind. I'm just going to put a bookmark into 32. We're going to try this. Give me 1 second. I'm going to just set up the quick Discord server. And I'm going to see if this works. Alright, voice connected. Coming through. I'm going to see if I can share this real quick, because what's going to happen is you guys can always join this server and hear the voice real time as it's being broadcast. That way you're kind of like right into it. I always forget how to share this Discord server though. Server settings? Nope, that's not it. Give me 1 second here. Oh, what was I reconnecting? Edit channel, instant invite. Okay, cool. Hold on. I'm going to send you guys, I'm going to link something into the chat right here. Anybody that wants to join that, clicks, it'll load up a web page that'll get some real-time audio, hopefully, and just join the voice channel. I'll just have everything on mute, or I'll mute you. It's not meant to be a two-way voice connection channel, but it is meant to be a... you guys can just listen to me in real time, rather than have the good old stream delay. So let me know if that works for you guys in the chat. If you want to, it's totally an optional thing. I'm just going to keep reading. And if you have any problems, just let me know. And just trying out something new. Hey, there's War Pigs. Cool. Welcome, War. Can you hear? Let me know if this is coming through real time. Because I'm talking right now. Might be a little bit easier to listen to it in real time, like I said. All right, so we were on... see, where were we? Ah, here we go, 32. The ruins turn into those of ancient docks of Vimorna. All around you are warehouses and boatyards, once bustling with trade, now shattered and empty. You move on. Will you keep to the alleyways or sneak through the warehouse ruins? Very choppy quality? Ah, crud. Well, that's the stinkle. Wonder what's going on there. I wonder... Let me see if I can just change any of the voice settings, user settings. Oh, I had to mute and come back here. All right, man. No worries. It's all good. It's worth trying it out. Why not, right? Going above 64. I can actually, I'll lower the bit rate on here to see if that improves the quality at all. And then I was transferred to US West server, so that might, I don't know if that's going to change the quality of that or not. Maybe I'll go to US Central and see what happens. Cool. Anyways, I'll keep this up, and we'll see if the Discord works at all. But let's continue our adventure. All right, so the ruins turn into those of the ancient docks of Vimorna. Do you guys want to keep to the alleyways or sneak through the warehouse ruins? This is the current option. Let me know what you want to do. Sneak. All right, let's sneak through the warehouse ruins. 261. You push through the ruined doors of a huge warehouse and immediately regret it. The floor of the building is swarming with rats, huge, black, shabby wharf rats, which are making short work of a stray dog. Ugh. Will you fight your way through the rats or try to escape? Man, lots of crazy running away here. Quality seems better? Cool. Yeah, I lowered the bitrate down to like 48 or something, so it should be all right. Hey, Evelyn. Welcome to Discord. All right. So you guys... You guys want to fight through, or do you want to try to escape these wharf rats? Fight? Alright, cool. Fight our way through them. 315. The wharf rats squeak in terror and scuttle back into the rubble. You're amazed, but you will not stick around for too long in case they come back. Turn to 203. Alright, let's do that. 203. You come to a wide wharf. This is. You come to a wide wharf. Most of the old dockland was destroyed by the bombardment, and the lizardmen have now erected a makeshift quayside. There is a single guard every 50 paces or so, each watching over a cluster of small boats, which are used to ferry men and materials out over the large galleys moored in the center of the river. If you could distract one, you should be able to grab a boat and head upriver. Will you attack in a headlong rush, throw something to distract the guard, or try to sneak up on him? There's the guard. You guys let me know what you want to do. Hopefully we get a little bit faster in the real-time voice. Hey, look at that. That was really fast. Sneaky sneak. All right. Try to sneak up on him. 158. Does this improve the experience at all? Those that are listening, 158. It might be a sweet perk for me to offer to kind of the most awesome followers that I've got. All right, you sneak along through the rubble, nearer and nearer to the boats. Test your luck. If you're lucky, 181. If you're unlucky. So give me a roll on luck. And then we're going to... All right, that was fast. Nice. So we are lucky. Avali gets the double roll. So let's 181, and we'll reduce our luck score by 1. You reach the boat with ease. Hastily throwing your equipment into a corner, you push the small craft out into the river. You are free of Vamorna. Add 2 luck points. Sweet. I don't have to change anything. The Vamorna River is broad and slow-moving. Its name means dark water. Dark waters. And for it carries the black silt wash down from the Line Heights far to the east, which is where you are headed. Which course will you follow as you row upriver? Will you hug the north bank? I forgot to update our map. All right, building, 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 wharf. You guys want to hug the north bank or the south bank or midstream? All right, so this river. Midstream is 12. North bank 314, and south bank is 17. I'll just link out the Discord again, and I guess that's kind of the benefit too. Like if I ever want to run a sub only kind of chat, and we get a lot of people, not everybody can get real time kind of stuff. They might just want to sit and hang out. So, oh, good. We'll figure it out. Still adapting and evolving the stream. So, but I like the fact that I've got options now for audio. All right, you guys picked north. Awesome. 314. You guys get like you guys have first responder status now. Keeping close to the north shore, you paddle against the gentle current of the slow-moving river. The riverbank is sparsely vegetated at first, but the trees become thicker as you move closer to the jungle. There's no sign of any more lizardmen, but you keep a wary eye open anyways. Yeah, totally VIP. Alright, so we're heading towards, oh man, jungle, 295. Suddenly, an angry shout comes from the direction of the north bank, and instinctively you dive for the bottom of the boat. Oh, 295 on the map. Arrows thud into the wood. Roll 1 die. So I need a roll, and we'll take the first die in that roll. If you roll 1 to 2, you're hit by an arrow, deduct 2 stamina. By the time you peer out against your boat, it's floated past the danger. In the center of the river, a huge galley sculls by and disappears into the haze again. Thanking your stars that you chose to hug the bank, you row on. Ooh, yeah, no doubt. All right, a 4. Good roll, Avali. We did not get hit by that arrow. Turned to 376. All right. Would have been disastrous for sure. Giving thanks to Telak for ensuring your safety through it, you paddle on. Oh, safely through it. It was a very close shave. You paddle on upriver. The Vamorn sweeps north in a wide, slow-moving curve, and you have no trouble guiding your small craft along. The river curves again, heading east. You paddle along, keeping an eye open for both sides of any sign of trouble. After an hour or so, the river is joined by a tributary flowing from the south. The Lizard River flows from the depths of the Silur Cha. As you pass the place where it joins the Vamorn, you give thanks that you're not having to go up that waterway. It is at this moment that you have noticed 3 boats heading towards you from the southern shore. All right. So, around this way. 238. Each of the 3 boats, narrow, sleek, and low in the water, carries 2 swamp goblins. Small darts from their blowpipes start to fall in the water around you. You can take you can take evasive action, shoot at them from a distance with your bow if you have one, or sail right at them and prepare to attack. All right. What do you guys want to do? On 238. Goblin boat. Attack? You got a good feeling? Oh, Warpig said bow. Ah, all right. So but we only have 3 arrows. You want to throw an arrow out right now? Warpig's got a good feeling. All right, Avaley and Warpigs, you guys got to decide between the two of you. Come to a consensus. What you want to do? Fight it out. Arm wrestle. Roll a die. If you guys can't do it, I'll make a decision. Swamp goblins. Low pipes, eh? I wonder if they're poisoned. Bow? Alright, here we go. Bow it is. 2-1-2. Wang. Your shot rings true and one of the swamp goblins falls lifeless into the water. The other boats draw near, though, and you must fight them, a boatful at a time. This is not going to be an easy battle. Ooh, damn, no doubt. Look at that. All right, friends. Get to it. We're going to start them rolls. Take 1 arrow off of our list here, and 1 down. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of goblins. All right, they got. Means you need to hit each one 3 times. Oh, Warpigs. That roll. Luckily, they have a low skill. So we're looking at a 15 for mine, and 9 is 13 for yours, so we get hit for once. Avaley rolled a 5. This is the bad rolls. All them bad rolls. All right, they rolled a 6, so that's 1 hit on the first goblin. Need to make a separate chart here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 goblins. 1 hit on us, 1 hit on goblin 1. He rolled a double 4. That's a second hit on goblin 1. And then Avaley's got a double 3s, and I got a 3 total on that one. So first goblin is dead. Well done. So 1 hit against us. I really wish I had more control over that delay. I'll see what I can do to talk to the bot people and get that reduced. All right, we got a oh wow, nice hit. Okay, cool. That beats that second goblin. That's 1 hit on the second goblin. At any point you guys want to call luck as well after your roll, feel free to do that, and we'll count the next roll as a luck roll to see if we can double the damage or reduce our damage by 1 point. Want to luck that one? Okay, cool. Whatever the next roll is, it should be less than our luck. It's an automatic luck point, so I'm going to keep track of that. We're at luck 11. That doubled the damage. So he, let's see, Goblin 2 has 5 stamina. So now he 1 hit away from being killed. We just need another roll against what it ended up being. 6. All good. Yeah, exactly. Good call. Boom. Nice hit. 5 out of 9 is 14. All right, that second goblin is dead. 3 remainder. There's no morale check on these guys, though. All right, 5. The third goblin has a skill of 5, so 10. So we're going to hit that's the first automatic hit. Well, the next one is an 8, so 13. All right, Warpigs, was that 5 that you rolled? That was the luck roll. Oh no, it was an automatic luck roll, so 5. Boom. Okay, we're just going to count that as a hit on the goblin, and then Avaley rolled a 7 against a 6. Second hit on that third goblin. You just, like, you guys are chopping down goblins left and right. All right, he's got a 7. So it's a total of 12. As long as you guys don't roll double 1s on this one, you'll be fine, right? Knock on wood? Perfectly fine. That's definitely more than that. That's an 8. All right, that third goblin goes down. Hey, Deadshot, it's going good, man. We're having a good time. We're reading Battleblade Warrior. Fun fighting fantasy. We're in the middle of a combat against swamp goblins. They just mowed through 1, 2, and 3. We're fighting 4th swamp goblin. If you want to get in on the action, do an exclamation point roll in the chat and roll some dice for our hero Jib Jib, which is fighting 3 boats full of swamp goblins at the moment. All right, I got a 5 on that 4th swamp goblin. He's got a skill of 6 for an 11. As long as you guys don't roll double 1s again. So I need 2 rolls in a row. not double ones. And you guys will get it. Here, Deadshot. What you can also do is, if you want to come into the voice channel but be on mute, you can join Discord for a real-time reading of this. It eliminates the stream delay of listening to it, so you can kind of hear what the choices are and get in on chat a little bit faster. So, what do we got there? Boom! Wow, good rolls. Good roll, Deadshot. All right, so you guys got 2 hits on that 4th Swamp Goblin. He's swinging his. He's got nothing. He's got a pocket knife, and he's trying to actually carve his initials. His name is Kentucky Joe. So KJ is trying to stab you in the side, Swamp Goblin style. You got a 9, plus his 6 is 15. So I need another roll. If you guys can beat a 15, your skill is 9, so you need at least a 6 to tie. Oh, Avali is down with a 4. That's the second hit. He's got the K in there. Carved his initial. If he completes the J, then you guys are going to have a really nasty scar for a while. Hey, no worries, Deadshot. Hope you have a good stream, man. Thanks for dropping in over here, too. We're having, you know, fun on the Sunday Fighting Fantasy. So, all right. War Pigs has got the 5. I got the 8. 8 and 6 is 14, and 5 on you is 14 as well. So you lucked out. You got a tie. You killed that 4th Swamp Goblin before you could carve his last initial in there. We took a 3rd hit at that point. Oh, wait, no, just a 2nd hit. We're down 4 stamina off of our 15. 4th, that 5th Swamp Goblin's got a skill of 5. I rolled a 9, so 14 or higher. You guys need to get a 5 or higher. Get what you can do. 4 and 4, that'll do it. War Pigs has got that 1 roll in there. I feel like a bit of an auctioneer in these long combat phases. Ooh, nice, Deadshot. Good roll. All right, you certainly, I got a, let me see, 7 in the old magic crystal ball there. 7 and 5 is 12, and you rolled a 6 for a total of 15. Second hit on that 5th Swamp Goblin. He's looking all alone there. You killed his brother, Kentucky. He's really quite worried about it. Oh, crap, I missed Avali's roll of a 5 and a 6 there. I don't think he can actually beat that no matter what. So let's throw out that Avali, with your sword, manages to decapitate Dakota Joe. Sure, Swamp Goblin style. Boom! 5th Swamp Goblin splashes into the river aside, leaving a bloody mess in the boats. And if you somehow defeat, we somehow defeated all of the raiders, to 275. Well done. Now we suffered a total of 4 stamina loss in that one, which I will adjust momentarily. 275. Do that now. I'm going to throw in our quick DB War bookmark. Take our stamina down by 4 points. Man, these like definitely some wartime boat craziness here. All right, what do we got? All right, 275. You have been so busy fighting off the swamp goblins that you failed to notice the white waves which are now you're fighting to row against. You have come to an area of whitewater rapids where many keel-splitting rocks lurk just beneath the surface. Will you push harder against the flow and continue upstream, or steer attack for the side? All right, do we want to risk it, or do we want to not risk it? What do you guys want to do? Up the flow, or steer and tack for the side? And we did burn 1 luck there, which I will also adjust down to the mighty 11 luck. Still a lot of luck. Risk it, push harder. All right, man, continue up that stream. 364. The water becomes rougher. The wave swamps the boat, throwing you overboard. The last thing you remember is the almighty crash of your boat hitting some submerged rocks. You wake up face down on the sand on the northern bank of the river, with fragments of your ill-fated craft scattered around you. Nearby, the rapids continue to rage. Get up and check your equipment. Your cloak is in a sorry state, and if you had any provisions left, they are now ruined. Oh no. But everything else seems to be intact. You rest a while and decide the direction to take. You could head directly east, hacking your way through the jungle until you reach the Lion Heights, or you could head north along the edge of the jungle before turning east, which would be a longer journey, but would mean you spend less time in the jungle. All right, Crash and Burn, I'm going to make a few minor adjustments here as we strike out all of our provisions. Boo. All right, that's no good. All right, so choices are hack the way through the jungle or head north along the edge of the jungle before we head east. All right, so we crashed on the like 364. That was a rocky boat ride through the White Water Rapids. I'm going to draw a little boat here. Boop. Here, the down arrow. Boom, 364. And now we have jungle. Head up through the jungle. Jungle. I need a new map at some point here. Now, War Pigs, if you're going to say it the right way, it's what could possibly go wrong? Who knows? I'm just going to draw the other options here. East is 175. Straight through the jungle. 27 is the option. All right, let's go through the jungle. La jungle, let's do it. We're going jungle with no provisions. We'll just eat everything that's in the jungle, right? It's all safe. People have lived there for years. You plunge into the green leafy darkness of the jungle. Little light penetrates here, but eventually you grow accustomed to it. Your eyes start picking out hanging vines, birds high up in the lofty trees, monkeys swinging and chattering with one another. It is the cries of the creatures that are most surprising. From up ahead, a peculiar roaring echoes through the trees. Will you go on, or retrace your steps and head north? All right, they're giving you an option. We're going to go 330 is the roar. Bet you it's a jib-jib. Totally a jib-jib. Hey, welcome to the stream, everybody. If you're new in, we're reading Battleblade Warrior by one of the fighting fantasy books. You guys are making the choices, and we are moving on. This picture here, a lion with a sword. Oh, those poor jib-jibs. If you're coming into the stream, you can also join us on Discord for real-time voice of me reading this, so you don't have to deal with the stream delay. Feel free to jump into the general audio channel, but please make sure that you are muted. All right, so no more jib-jibs. You guys want to go north then, or what? Like back out of the jungle? Check it out. All right. Roar. What could possibly go wrong? That's the saying of every fighting fantasy book we've ever gone through. Will we go on 330? We will go on. He's got gold. Yeah, he's going to kill us with it, I'm sure. 330. After several hours of hacking your way through the jungle, you seem to be making very little progress, and your morale is falling rapidly. Eventually, though, you come to where the land dips. Ahead of you is more thick jungle, but running alongside it is a shallow depression several leagues long, which is marshy and damp. You guys want to continue through the jungle or follow the depression? Funny that our morale is following, and then we're following depression. All right, so I'm going to make a quick note on our map here so we can follow the depression. Map 2. So we are on 330. We're in the jungle. Depression is 117 and continuing jungle is 97. Go press. The choice is yours. Which way to go? Depression or jungle? Jungle. All right. Yeah, that I don't trust the swamps. You know, you know immediately that you've made a mistake as a huge fleshy jaw clamps tight around you. It belongs to a giant Venus flytrap that has just caught you. Deduct 2 stamina points. You're now trapped inside of the carnivorous plant, and all you can do is hack away it with your knife. The plant will digest you in 6 rounds unless you can cut your way out. Roll 1 die for each of the 6 rounds and add the result to the die rolls together. If you score 20 or more points in 6 rounds, the creature will die. If you score less than 20 points, it will digest you and your adventure ends here. Alright. Let's add up. We need 1 more roll. So we got a 5 and a 4, 9. A 4 and a 2 is 6, so we're at 15. So the next roll has to have a combined total of 5 or higher, or else we get digested by this carnivorous Venus flytrap. Venus mantrap. How about that? Oh, lucky, lucky, lucky Avali. Well done. All right, so we cut our way free from the plant. We're going to deduct 2 stamina points. I'm just going to adjust the speaker down. It's all right. Anybody getting any feedback or weird static in any of the channels? Let me know, please. 194. Make a note. That was the plant. 194 is noon passes into afternoon, which just makes sense. You continue to hack your way through the tightly packed vegetation. As the sun starts to cool, you can stop and eat some provisions. We don't have any. If you have none, you may search for more. Oh, do you guys want to search for some provisions? Oh, unless you would rather continue walking. All right, searching. Avali's all over that. It's like food. All right, 374. You find some fleshy orange and yellow fruits, which prove edible. They count as 2 provisions. While you're searching around the undergrowth, you come across a beautiful flower, a black lotus, long fabled for its scent and rarity. You may take it with you, if you wish, before returning to the path and continuing on your journey. 196. Nice. All right. Or 169. I'm glad I didn't. 9. So we got 2 provisions. Should we... Let's eat 1 of those now. And then we'll save 1 for later. So we have 1 provision and a black lotus. Cool. I'm also going to turn to 169. And we're going to take a 3-minute break. Just so I can get up and grab a drink. Have a quick halls because my throat's getting a little bit raw. 169. All right, so there's our entry. I'm going to do a quick bookmark. I will add Black Lotus up our stuff by 1. And we're going to come back in, let's say, you know what? Let's say 4 minutes. Just because we can. All right. There's that Google timer. We're going to come back in this much time. Hold on. Right. Let's line that up. Starts in. Oh, sweet. Okay, cool. We're reading Battleblade Warrior. Welcome to the stream. Let's take a quick break. Be right back. I saw that sofa. Welcome to the stream, man. I'm actually sitting here drinking a club soda. Like bottom of my glass. Yeah. Actually, have to take a quick break. 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Be right back. Sofa, stick around. Oh, anybody that is not in Discord right away, follow this link, and you can join Discord chat server, so you get the real-time voice instead of the stream delay. And make sure you're on mute, and we'll go from there. Be right back. I was worried about you, Swift, after that crazy raid yesterday. All right, we're going to resume in about 30 seconds. I got a thing of rice cooking right now. Sweet, sweet rice. Welcome to the stream, Swift. Doing a live read, live play, Battleblade Warrior. We're in the jungle right now. Jungly. Just above, there is a. I should probably just link that out permanently. Yes, you can, sir. All right, we're just gonna get this done. You guys are gonna hear the microwave beep in the background here in a second, but that's all good. Oh, look, we're stuck at 3 seconds. We can never resume. Look at that, the timing and everything. All right, cool. Let us resume, my friends. A little bit of, dude. Yeah, I had fun. Absolutely. Your stream is always a hoot, man. In fact, let's do this real quick. Just before we resume, here's a little shout out to Swift Shot, who I met at the Vancouver Twitch meetup. Awesome dude, love his stream. Highly recommend checking it out at some point. He's a straight up dude. Dude awesome, not dude bro. That's weird. Cool. All right, let's fight this fantasy. We've got a map going on. We are in the jungle. We are on entry 196. These are all the swamp goblins we've already killed. All the good rolling from the from all my awesome followers. Those that want to can join the Discord server for a live voice. Oh man, it's so good. Okay, cool. Let's get going here. 169. The sun is setting, and suddenly the jungle's very cold and unfriendly place. You must find somewhere to sleep before it becomes too dark to see. You could climb up into the branches of a low tree, or settle down for some soft bushes in the undergrowth. You guys want to tree it or bush it? Tree or da bush? So this is a interactive live reading of this fighting fantasy book. You guys get to do the rolls and make the choices. I just get to roll for the monsters. Tree? Alright. 4 picks this tree. Let's do it. We're climbing up a tree. 218. Pull yourself up into the spread branches of a tree. Brush off a few spiders and bugs and settle down to sleep, wrapped in your cloak and listening to the chirping of the nocturnal insects. 56. All right, up the tree we went. You wake up with a jolt and go rigid as all the hairs on the back of your neck stand up. Something large is crawling along the branch towards you, dragging something behind it. You freeze, wishing you could sink back into the tree trunk against which you're pressed. The thing gets larger, and you can hear the faint rasping of its breath. Will you attack it, make a light, or stay still and hope that something or somehow it fails to notice you? Bum bum bum! The tension is real. What do you guys want to do? I'm scared for you. Make a light. I shine it on all the happy people. All right. Out of what? I don't know. I'm curious about that too. We can try to make a light. Do we see what it is? 143. That was a question mark. Give me a definitive answer. Who wants to make a light or try to ignore it? Hey, Sofa's in. Awesome. Got in on the start a fire in the jungle for light. All right, cool. you got. There's the quotes right there. What could possibly go wrong? All right, 143. Here we go. Feel free, anybody else that's in here, to throw out some choices too. We can all agree to disagree. Do you have anything of which to make a light? Something of your father's, perhaps? If you do, turn to 92. If you don't, you can stay absolutely still. 352 or attack the creature. What do we have from our dad? We just got that the vial, right? And we're not going to drink it. And we have a bow and 2 arrows. So I don't know. It must have been that weird orb, perhaps. Oh, dude, Swift Shot. These are awesome books, man. This is Battleblade Warrior. Fighting Fantasy number 31 from 1988. This is what I grew up on. I'm a been playing D&D for 31 years now, and this is kind of what I cut my teeth on when I was a wee lad, rolling the dice all by myself. Yeah. Yeah. Probably the dust. Yeah, probably the dust. All right. Well, what do you guys want to do? We can attack or try to stay absolutely still. Hide? That's not really an option. I mean, the staying still is hiding, I guess. 352? Don't apologize. It's all good. Yeah, it totally does. Swift, man. 8 years? Come on, that's too long. We gotta get to... We're gonna advance this at some point and actually get I'll DM for just followers. Would be rad. Do a Discord server, everybody can chat. We'll whip up a thing. I'll run you guys through an adventure. That would be super sweet. Do a one-off. All right, we're gonna hide. Stay absolutely still. 352. I love dungeon mastering. You don't have to ask me twice to be able to DM something. Heart pounding and lungs bursting through trying not to breathe. You stay as still as possible. Stay as still as you possibly can. The moon slips from behind a cloud, and suddenly you can see 2 eyes, 2 large cat's eyes. As you get used to the gloom, you realize that the beast is an immense black panther, dragging a small deer up the tree to eat. Will you attack it, or stay as still as you can and hope that it will go away? All right. 3.5. Yep, that was a good section. 3.5 was good. Well, the offspring was Pathfinder, which is a pretty good system as well. What do you guys want to do? Still? Stay still? Stay still. Avaldi. Okay, we're going with Avaldi's choice. Hopes that it will go away. 252. Let's. We're gonna do the old finger bookmark. Actually, tell you what. Let's make an official bookmark out of this. So if we look down at the bottom, down. Where's the camera? Here. We've got a bookmark section. Let's throw that in there. We're gonna bookmark our current page. 352. Boom. And then we will try to stay still. 252. The Black Panther flops down on the branch like a city cat wanting to be stroked only an arm's length from you, and proceeds to rip apart and eat the deer. shiver in the darkness, hardly daring to breathe, as it crunches and hacks at the carcass with worrying dexterity. A good description. After 2 hours or so, the great beast stands and tidily pushes the bones of its meal off the branch. It stretches, arches its back, and strides off into the darkness. As it reaches the edge of the moonlight, though, it turns and sniffs the air and stares right at you where you are hiding. It fixes your eyes with its own, blinks once, nods its head slightly, then leaps away into the night. You have had a lucky escape. Should you ever encounter a creature with such eyes again, you may turn, if you wish, to paragraph 142 instead of those which you have been directed. Oh, that gave me the chills. Make a note of the number on your adventure sheet and turn to 44. Hot damn, we got a sweet clue. Let's add that to our adventure sheet. So we got Cat's Eyes 142. That's awesome. Cool, man. All good. I will see you back in a bit, Swift Shot. All right, let's add that to our gear. That was an awesome encounter. So we got Cat's Eyes. Good call, everybody. Cat's Eyes equals 142. Double check that. Yep. That was rad. All right. Then turn to 44. If anybody's got any questions and you're new to the stream, what we're doing here, feel free to throw those out. We got a few regulars in here that are happy to answer questions. And, of course, I can answer anything as well. And then we're doing Battleblade Warrior. After your visitor, you spend a restless night. No shit. You are determined to stay awake until dawn. But you find you keep dropping off to sleep. When you wake again, the sun is already climbing in the morning sky. You scramble down from the tree and head off towards the river and wash and refresh yourself. Well, why would you do that? Don't ever bathe in a weird jungle river. Come on, 356. So, Warpigs, what kind of beer you drinking, man? Cut a track to the riverbank and wash the sleep and sweat from your face. You check your equipment and eat some more provisions. Okay, cool, we do. None of the plants around here seem to be edible, but you're guaranteed to find more on your journey. As you're glancing around the bushes, though, you notice something potentially more interesting. A strange pile of overgrown rocks. Do you investigate the rocks, or set off again on your journey? Alright, we're going to be rock investigation. Oh, water beer, definitely. Certain parts of your... See, I like that, Sofa, that you're adding some narrative, some bonus narrative here. Let's roll to see which body parts start itching. That's your appendix, and that is your left earlobe. That's a weird combination, I know, but I'm sure that if we looked that up with the jungle doctor, he'd be able to tell us what's going on. Alright, so let's strike one provision off of our list here, and we'll restore some stamina while you guys decide what you want to do. Get 4 more stam back, and we'll get, well, you know what? That's all right. 17. We capped out. You guys want to investigate this weird pile of rocks, or set off on our journey? We're at 356 rocks. Is 282. 7. Probably some weird... So I don't have an appendix either, man. I got that thing removed a couple years ago. It was the size of my pinky finger. That's really big in the stream right now. Investigate the rocks, 282. Cutting away the plants, you find a pile of smooth worked stones. No, not a pile, a wall. It seems that people actually lived and built in the midst of the dense jungle. Will you investigate further, or set off on your journey? All right, are we going to investigate this wall? Wall, 342 was the wall. I think we're here. We're just going to keep investigating. Why not, right? Like, don't back down. I like how it gives you, like, are you sure? You continue to cut a path along the riverbank, finding more traces of what must have been quite a substantial settlement many years ago. You follow the curve of the river for some distance and then find yourself in a wide, grassy clearing. Gazing around, you suddenly realize that you're in an open courtyard of a stone temple, most of which is covered in vines and undergrowth. Large columns lie buried under the rampant vegetation, and crumbling stone walls support bushes and small trees. The place is very quiet and feels almost sacred, as though it had never lost its spiritual atmosphere. Will you investigate further or move on? All right, cool. Dude, that sucks. I'm glad you're still alive. I did not almost die, but it did almost burst. Did yours burst? Because that's nasty. Appendix burst. All right, so we're in a stone courtyard. Updating our map here for a second. Investigate further. 151 or move on, which is 245. What do you guys want to do? Investigate the courtyard or move on? Moving on away. Keep checking it out. Okay, let's do that. I think so. We're almost there. 151. My dad, when he went in for heart surgery, he was recovering in the hospital, and his appendix burst, and they couldn't do anything about it because of all the other medication that he was. So they just pumped him full of so many antibiotics that he had to ride it out. It was super rough. Not good. Like a lion with a sword. Holy crap, dude. That's a tale for another time. Wow. Those shotguns. Okay, look, a lion with a sword. I think Avali, I think you called it. Away we go. Slashing away at the vines, you give yourself a nasty shock as you reveal a large panther head carved out of some kind of dark rock. These people obviously worshipped a huge panther god. Between the snarling jaws of the statue, there's a deep, dark hollow. You peer into it, but you can see nothing. Will you take a chance and reach into it, or leave this place? Here's the illustration. That's pretty rad. All right. Apparently there's a temple, though. Which is weird, because we're actually, like, it's just a panther head that we're talking about. Oh, it'd be awesome if we pulled pulled a sword out of that, right? It'd be pretty fantastic. We're going to reach into it? 58? I think that's the optimal choice at this point. Maybe it's a suboptimal choice? I don't know. All right, let's stick our arm in there. Let's reach into it. 58. Feeling yourself for a trap, you thrust your hand and grab a small, hard object. Slowly, nervously, you withdraw it, expecting every second something nasty to happen. It's a small idol carved from some strange metal, depicting a panther-headed god like the larger figure dotted all around the overgrown temple. You tuck it away in your rucksack. Press on. 245. Sweet. Panther head idol. Let's add that to our inventory. Panther head idol. And away we go. We'll save that. Bam. And then we are going 245. The sun scorches your neck and arms again as you cut your path away from the temple, glad that you brought your trusty hunting knife with you. Turn to 204. Alright, little interlude there. Description. Got a sunburn. It's no good. You simply must rest after a rough night. You collect more provisions and sit down to the shadows at the edge of the small sunlit clearing to eat. 307. Alright, we're already at full stam, so seems to jump around a little bit narratively. Like it feels like that was a stopping point from other options. All right. The afternoon sun is very warm, but it's quite pleasant in the shade. After a brief pause, you promise yourself, unbuckling your sword and laying it beside you. Oh, just a brief pause, you promise yourself. Unbuckling your sword and laying it beside you. You close your eyes. The trees rustle in the breeze, although you don't feel it in your face. You open one eye to see your sword, still in its scabbard, apparently moving across the grass under its own steam. You spring to your feet. All around you, swinging in the branches, are hordes of small, six-limbed monkeys. Grells! As you move, they start chattering excitedly. The noise is deafening. The one dragging away your sword is just about to swing off into the trees. Will you leap and attack it with your knife? Shoot it with an arrow from your father's bow, if you have it? Or simply chase after the creature, making a threatening noise? Alright, here's the hard choices. Guys, what do you want to do? Leap and attack it with your knife? Shoot it with an arrow, which is pretty much a guaranteed kill at that point, or simply chase after the creature, making a threatening noise? What do you guys want to do? Yeah, we probably will lose it. Avali's just going for the kill. Straight up monkey murder. Alright. Any dissenting opinions? You know what? We'll find out what happens. Maybe it'll be a magical monkey and it will live forever. This and monkey murderer. Oh yeah. You just like killing all the small creatures, don't you? Oh, it's all right. We're gonna get our sword back. 390. Here we go. Do it all for the stream. The enchanted arrow flies true, and the Krell is pinned to the branch, dead. Seeing their friend's fate, the rest of the creatures leap screaming and chattering into the trees. You manage to retrieve your sword and belt and buckle it back around your waist before moving on. 221. What about the arrow? We're just going to leave that monkey pinned to the tree as a sign for his friends. Don't steal swords from strangers. Didn't your Krell mama ever teach you right? Alright, let's remove one arrow. Totally as a warning. Okay, we got one arrow left for our bow. We probably want to save that for something amazing. But 221 is where we're going. So we kept our sword, which is good. 221. Reminding yourself to be more vigilant in the future, you march on, hacking your way through the jungle's tangled undergrowth. The going becomes easier as you find the rhythm again, but you'll never be used to having to slash a path for yourself. Turn to 94. All right, we're gonna get lost in the jungle here because I'm not mapping at this point. Let me start the map again. Goes to 94. Done. Throughout the day, Ariella, the sun goddess, blazes down on you. Every step you take is accompanied by a startling screech or a growl. Continue to head east through the ferociously tangled undergrowth. Around noon, you have a run-in with a small panther. Although the creature scampers away, you don't know who is more terrified, you or it. Asterisk, asterisk. Interesting. As the sun starts to sink behind you, you are pleased to hear the sound of the river alongside you, although you can't see it. As you walk on, the ground becomes damp and marshy, and soon you have trouble finding a dry path. You weave this way and around and that around large, swampy pools and can find your feet sinking into the saturated ground. You can try to make camp where you are, or go a little way in hopes of finding more solid ground. 378. Alright, so I'll update the map. I don't know what that double asterisk means, though. Should we check our entry for... because when we met that panther... I don't know if this counts as cat's eyes. I'm going to sneak ahead. Just I will be your judge. 278. And 278 and 378. 378 is solid ground. And 278 is camp. You guys let me know what you want to do. I'm going to take a quick sneaky peeky at 142. I'm going to take the book up so you guys can't see. Haha. I will know, but you won't. Nope. Okay, that didn't matter. I don't know. That must be a printing error. What do you guys want to do? Make camp or go for more solid ground? Alright, more solid ground. Warpig says. I tend to agree with that. More solid ground. 378. You trudge on, but find little dry ground. It is getting dark. The sun set in a blaze of fire a good 15 minutes ago, and the swampy jungle is now cool and eerily quiet. You push aside great clumps of reeds, following the twisting path of dry ground, which seems to be leading you deeper and deeper into a maze, and then although you were half expecting it, turned to 372. Uh-oh. Quicksand? Oh, sheesh. And then from the water burst the most repulsive creature you've ever seen. It's sickly white all over and the soft underbelly of a crocodile, and indeed the swamp mutant shares many of the crocodile's characteristics. It rears up on strong hind legs and snaps at you with mutated alligator head. All you can do is bring your sword up to meet its first attack. Holy crap! Look at that! Definitely time to use some luck. Stamina 16, we gotta hit that thing 8 times with a skill of 10. Definitely believe in the heart of the cards. Wow. This is gonna be a hell of a fight, my friends. We already got 2 rolls in. If you're in the channel and you want to do exclamation point roll, let's get some heroic rolls going on. Let me know if you want to be using luck at any point to increase or reduce damage, because we gotta beat this thing by 7. Alright, so the first hit is against us. That was actually a 9. So that's 1 against us. I'm going to keep separate track of this. Swamp Mutant got, holy smokes, 16, and we got 1 more stamina than it. So, ooh-wee. All right, 1 hit against us and beat a 6, and that one is a 7. Unfortunately, that's 2 hits against us at this point, and none against the Swamp Mutant. All right, there's a 7. Damn it. Against a 5. All right, do you want to use luck on that one? All right, Sofa. See you in a second. We'll use Avalese as a hit roll, so that's 1 hit against it, and a second hit against that. If you guys want to do luck rolls, we could potentially double those up. Warpigs wants to, can you make a luck roll? Oh, that was unlucky, Warpigs. That's all right. You called it though, man. You rolled the luck. That is definitely a what? All right, so you're unlucky on that first hit. Doesn't really do anything. We don't spend any luck on that untested luck, but we can always roll luck on Avalese's hit as well. Don't think so. Whatever. We'll just say, all right. Avalese says, Warpig's got a roll in. That was a luck roll for Avalese. Okay, well that's 1 extra hit, and we're going to reduce our luck to 10 at that point. Cool. All right, let's roll some more combats. Can you guys beat an 18? Or sorry, 19. Not with that roll. All right, we're tied up at 3 hits apiece. And what is up with my rolls today? That's a 5. Oh, Warpigs got in there. He got the hit on the swamp. Do you want to luck that one, Warpigs? Yeah, you do. Yeah, good job. Okay, we got a 9. Down to 9 luck, and that was doubled up. So that was 3. Right, so we've hit it 5 times right now. So it's got 8 stamina, or sorry, 6 stamina left. 3 more hits, and we'll go. So it rolled double 4s. It's got an 18. Can you guys beat an 18? Oh, not with that one. You can't, unfortunately. We take another hit. We've taken 4 hits, so we are down to 9 stamina at this point. Warpig's got an 8 against its 3. All right, you hit it again. That's a hit. Want to luck it? You can. I'll reveal the next roll momentarily. Was wait for a luck call here if anything's being lucked. I don't know. Avalese rolling straight into it. So that was a regular hit. Avalese, that was the its roll. So well done on that 10. That was a good hit. And Warpigs is going for a 7. It also rolled a 7, but it's got 1 higher stamina. So it's going to hit us again for a total of 10 stamina done to us so far. All right, its next roll is a 3. You guys should be able to beat that. It's a total of 13. You need a 4 or higher on the next roll. I'll do what I can to get that roll delay reduced. If anybody else is in the channel and wants to do a exclamation point roll, please get in on the combat action. Get as much luck in here as we can. Oh, just barely. All right. One more hit and it'll do it unless you're going to roll luck on that one. That lucky shot. No, Avalee's going in with the 7. Oh, dang. There's a 3. All right, Avalee. Jib jumps up thinking of, that monkey and how he didn't want to lose his father's sword and jams the, go for a crossways, like, straight through the eyeballs, like that, right? Right in the brain. Yeah, Swamp Mutant, take that. Suck it. All right, you guys defeated the crazy powerful Swamp Mutant with a skill of 10 and a stamina of 16. Although we lost 10 stamina in that conflict, and we spent 2 luck points, or sorry, 1 luck point, no 2. So we are now down to a total of 7 stam and 9 luck. But we were victorious, so we will see what happens when we defeat the oldie Swamp Mutant. 348. Good job keeping you cool. 348. The body of the repulsive creature sinks back into the swamp with a sucking sound, and you spend an uncomfortable night perched too close for comfort to the water's edge. The morning dawns bright and glorious, and you wake face down in the soft mud, having succumbed finally to your tiredness, regardless of any danger. For a few moments, you wonder why you were afraid to sleep. Then the red stain on the surface of the water nearby reminds you. You wash, hopefully not in the red stain, and move on. At least there's no trouble eating in the jungle. You can collect up to your total of 4 provisions as you walk along. It should be possible to see now the lion's head and Telek's mount from the top of a tree. You may care to climb up, or perhaps you'd rather continue on your way. All right, eat. I like that. All caps, eat. Let's eat. We're going to eat 1 provision. We can only eat 1 at a time because our stomach is small. So let's add 3 provisions and go back up to a total of stamina 11. And I'll add that gear. Do you guys want to climb the tree, or do you want to... It's weird that it says you can only eat 1 at a time. Yeah, exactly. Don't swim. We can't go in this river right away because that would be bad. You guys want to climb the tree, Telek's mount, or continue on your way? All right, so this is Swamp Mutant. We go tree 393, tree 170, continue. All right, 393, let's climb. Do you have the climbing skill? Aha. You haul yourself up a tree to the topmost branches, and from there you peer cautiously out over the jungle. It's a fabulous sight, like a green sea with the wind blowing in waves. The forest rises up into the hills less than a day's journey away. A huge pair of birds are flapping their way over the hills. Eagles, perhaps. The south is covered in an evil yellow mist, and your view is obscured while the west is lost in heat haze. To the north, the jungle continues as far as the eye can see. Will you clamber down and continue your journey now, or stay up here in the swaying branches a little longer? What do you guys want to do? Do you want to enjoy swaying breeze? And let it kind of wash over us, or do you want to continue on our way? You guys are... Let's get so much traveling. I don't have time to waste. 170. I don't know what we're doing up there. We're not going to find out, though. We're going to continue on our way. The day warms you as you journey onwards and the jungle comes alive. Birds call, monkeys scamper in the trees. Everywhere is strangely beautiful. A new call, one you've never heard before, sounds way up ahead and is answered by a roar. Over some overzealous parrot eaten by a crafty jaguar. No doubt. Oh, sorry. By a roar. Some overly zealous parrot eaten by a crafty jaguar, no doubt. But on the other hand, roll 2 dice. If you roll less than or equal to your skill score, do that. Or if we're less than blah, blah, blah. Do that. Dang, War Pigs, you got the salt, man. All right. All right, we got less than skill score. Right, 64. Roll heavily. You freeze instantly. That last cry was too artificial. Not just too artificial, definitely. Silently drawing your sword, you stand in the shadows and wait. With a whooping cry, a band of dark-skinned warriors clad in panther skin swing down from the trees with long knives slashing the air. You're ready for them. So you're ready for them, though, and leap at the attack. There are 5 warriors, and they attack 2 at a time. Each panther warrior falls, another takes its place. If you take 2 consecutive hits or your stamina reduces to 4 or less, this one, if you defeat the warriors, alright, so they attack 2 at a time. That means we have to roll 2 dice against us. Alright. And how many of them are there? There are 5. Okay, cool. You guys are... Dang, you guys already got the rules in. I like the counterbalance there between Warpigs and Avali's rules. The 1 on 1 and 5 on 5 is pretty good. Alright, they only have a skill of 5, though. Alright, so that was a 9. A plus 5 is 14. And they hit us once. And then Avali's roll of 5 and a 5. 5 and a 4 for them, so we hit them back. So stamina, 1 hit against them and 1 hit against us. That's not a consecutive hit, though. So you guys keep rolling. We're going to do this. They rolled a 10 for a total of 15 on their skill. And we had a total of 14. So we took another hit from them. Not consecutive yet. A double, wow. Good critical hit. That definitely beats them. It's just 1 warrior. They attack 2 at a time, which is weird. I gotta figure out the rules for that. We're just gonna do 1 at a time at this point. 7. So for a total of 12, we need another roll in there from somebody. Dang, these Panther Warriors. Alright, 5 and a 4 is 9. Okay, cool. We hit that. We killed 1 Panther Warrior, 1 down. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Scratch 1. We're on to the second Panther Warrior. He rolled a 6 for a total of 11. You guys will beat that automatically. So we're going to use that next roll, which is an 8 against their 7. That's 2 hits against the second warrior. And he rolled an 8 on that last one for a total of 13. I'm getting really good at 2d6 math, by the way. This adding a lot of skill. Aw, Salty Zan, you're totally right. You guys are all the best. I really appreciate everybody stopped by for the stream, too. My viewers are the best viewers, quite frankly. And I will arm wrestle any other caster that's in the stream right now. Do it. Alright, they rolled an 8 for a total of 13. Whenever that cooldown is up, you guys can get that other roll in. And we got a 13 and a 3. You guys will beat that second one. Oh, 6 and a 5. Boom, man, you decapitated that second guy. Got an instant hit on the third guy. Yeah, no doubt you're big and rolling big. Alright, that's another 8 for another total of 13. Avali, dang. That second hit. These guys could use some help. Warpigs and Avali are rolling awesome, but if anybody else can throw a exclamation point roll in there, it would be super helpful. Unfortunately, it's on a 30-second cooldown, so we're not going as fast as we could. I'm just going to keep rolling like crazy. We got a 6. We're on the third Panther Warrior. Taking 2 hits, but non-consecutive at this point. Normally, Sassy Mofras is here as well, but she is taking a nap today. She's not feeling super hot, so hopefully I haven't passed on my amazing cold that I've been incubating over the last week or so. Alright, there's a 13 and then another 8 for another 13. So we need, you guys can beat 2 13s. It's 2 rolls. There we go. Oh, dang. Look at this. Alright, you guys crash the third warrior and get 1 hit on the fourth warrior. The 2 last warriors will give each other a look. Now, Avali, I don't control the text that comes out of there, but All right, that's double 13s. They got a 4. 4 and a 5 is 9, which is an automatic hit against this guy. The fourth warrior, they roll a double 4, 8. Again, it's a roll of 13 or higher. Once we get War Pig's roll in here, 7, boom. All right, that fourth warrior goes down. You absolutely destroy him. And we're on the last Panther Warrior with a roll of 5 on 5 and 10. You guys get an automatic hit against the 5th Panther Warrior because your skill is 9. Another 5 and 5 and 10. That second automatic hit against the Panther Warrior. And then, of course, I roll yet another 5. And pretty much you guys just stare down the last Panther Warrior because he's so unskilled. You just stare him to death. Just like eyeball to eyeball. If you defeat the warriors turn to 155, that is a bloody, bloody battle. You trek onwards, expecting to feel the sting of blowpipe darts with every step, but as the ground rises into the foothills of the as the ground rises into the foothills of the Line Heights, by mid-afternoon the ground is rising steadily and the climb is getting steeper. You stop to eat some provisions in the shade of a large thorn bush. As you're sitting munching a large, sweet fruit, you hear a heavy flapping of wings. Test your luck. All right, let's get a luck roll in. Our luck is now 9. We're going to eat a provision. Totally. Oh, lucky roll. Literally a lucky roll. All right, so we're going to spend 1 luck point there. We are lucky, so we go down to 8 luck. And 186 is our luck roll. You leap into the cover of the trees as a huge pterodactyl, wow, bearing a lizard man pilot swoops down overhead. If you have your father's bow and arrows, you may attempt a shot. Otherwise, you can only watch the beast fly off into the distance before moving on. You guys want to down the lizard man? It's our last arrow. Make that choice. I'm going to get a quick sip of my delicious cranberry soda water. Oh, War Pigs, I got a question for you. If you're drinking any kind of beer, what's your favorite kind of beer? I don't know if we get to ride that beast or not, man. We can sure try. What do you think? Is it worth the shot? Our last arrow. We still, you know, have monkey pin warnings on our resume. I don't know if it's worth it either. You guys have to decide. Hey, anybody else that's new in the stream, you can join us on Discord if you want to. Here's the link. It's for real-time voice. You don't get that wicked stream delay. We already got a few people in here listening actively. It's always a good skill. I don't know. What do you, Avonlea? Avonlea, what do you think? Shoot or not shoot? Yeah, fair enough. You like lagers then? Oh, dude, the beers, I will drink pretty much anything. My current favorite one is from a local brewery. It's Steel and Oak. It's a smoked Dunkelweizen. It's an amazing dark wheat beer if you like that. I like the smoky stuff too, so yeah, pretty badass. I love to brew Dunkelweizen as well, so I think the first brewcast I'm going to do is going to be Dunkel. All right, did we decide? Shoot or no shoot? Oh man, local breweries are fantastic. Love it. Support your local business. Of course, we have Molson here. That's a local brewery, but how many question marks is that, Evely? 7? All right. If it was 8, we'd know what to do. We're gonna pull a Jurassic Park. Shoot her! All right, didn't affect the voice properly, but here we go. Attempt a shot. Attempt a shot. 318. The pterodactyl plummets to the ground. Oh, we shot the pterodactyl. But unfortunately, the lizard man leaps clear and races towards you in anger. He's pretty pissed off that we killed this pterodactyl. That's his sweet ride. So we have no more arrows, and we have to fight a lizard man now. These guys, where to go? All right, so let's get some rolls going. Get this lizard man dead. That totally wasn't worth it. Well, you know, we do what we can. Next time we just throw the bow at them. I think that's our last option. 0 arrows. We'll keep the bow though. Yeah, Warpigs has got a 7. This guy's skill is 6. Not very skilled. He rolled a double 1. That was a double 1. Boom, that's the first hit on him. Avali's got a 5 against his 7. 5 and 9 is 14. 7, 13. So, boom, hit him twice. Gotta hit him 2 more times. Oh, Warpig's that low roll. All right, we're taking a point of stamina from that massive hit from that lizard man. He rolled a 9 again for a total of 15, so we need to get a 6 or higher on the next roll. We're deducting 1 stamina from this. We didn't add a... Hold on, I gotta add 4 stam. I'll add 3. Oh wait, 2. Because we had provisions. Roll a 6 and a 3. Yep, okay, cool. That's a 3rd hit on that lizard man. So we need 1 more hit. Warpigs is going to try to do it with a 10. He got a 9, so that's okay. Warpigs delivered the killing blow. Well done. You defeated the lizard man. Raging about his... Somehow his pterodactyl died. We're not quite sure how that happened. We're just going to walk away from the scene here. 164. There must be a force of lizardmen nearby, you decide. Damn illustration, wow. There must be a force of lizardmen nearby, you decide, but surely they can't know that you're in the area. You hurry onwards, climbing higher into the hills. The day begins to wane and you're still climbing. The trees are getting sparser and the climb is getting harder. Evening comes, but you press on, certain that you're close to your goal. You come to a rocky, how do you pronounce that, escarpment? And start to descend it. All at once, a tremendous howling roar comes from above you. You look up in panic and see that an immense golden tiger dancing in the air above you. Something in the back of your mind tells you that it is an illusion, but your imagination tells you that it's real and very, very terrifying. Do you remember the stories of the panther gods of the jungle tribes? Roll 2 dice. If you roll less than or equal to your skill, you defeat your fear. If you roll more than your skill score, deduct 1 stamina point and test again and again until you succeed or are literally scared to death. You guys roll. Because holy crap. Was that Avali's roll? Oh, did we use that for the combat? It was Warpigs. Avali made the roll right there, right? 250. Okay, so less than our skill. Ooh. All right. 239. You pull yourself over the edge of the escarpment and find yourself staring into the lively eyes of a wizened old man, or wizened, depending on how you want to pronounce that. You flinch back as he pushes his staff towards you, then grin and use it to pull yourself up. Lascar, you ask? The same. Welcome. I have been expecting you. The old man is very old and looks shabby. It's definitely a little bit different. The man is very old and looks shabby, but sprightly and quick-witted. He leads you up the rocky hillside to a large and very cozy cavern. Ooh, cozy cavern. Over a tasty rock rabbit stew, he tells you what he knows of you. My, or should I say our, master came to me in a vision 3 nights ago, although he is hard-pressed and bade me aid in your quest. This I will willingly do. In the morning we have much to do, so for now you should take as much rest as you can. He refuses to answer any questions tonight and commands you to sleep. Sleep. Eventually, you give in and do so. Turn to 236. Eat. Okay, let's do that. Call. All right, we'll go back up to full stamina. Cost of 1 provision. We're down to 1. Like a giant mushroom. Sure about that giant mushroom. He gave us the command to sleep and we did so. 236. During the night you wake, and for a moment wondering where you are. In the dull glow of the dying fire, you can see Lascar crouched cross-legged, muttering and swaying. You can't hear any words, but it looks as though he's praying. You lie back and slip once more to sleep. 190. Oh, Lascar. So prey-y. In the morning, Lascar asks you to follow him from the cavern, making no mention of last night's activities. You climb high up into the hills until suddenly the old man stops and points down over the edge of the vast ravine. You look where his arm indicates and you find yourself staring at an entire city which lies across the floor of the ravine. Karnak, city of the warrior kings, now accursed, he says. I've spent all my life in studying its secrets, but there have always been places that have defeated me. Down there in the depths of the royal palace are the deathless ones, the warriors who will sleep no more. I am too old for combat, but you, well, I think you'll be safe. Down there somewhere, the legends have always said, is the arm and the eyes of Telak, and great hope from your dreams. Oh, the great hope from your dreams. I am certain that the arm is a huge, bejeweled sword, but I do not know what form the eyes take. When you are ready, we will descend into the upper levels. You will enter there and do what you have to do. I will climb up and meet you at the high temple on the far wall. He indicates it with a bony finger. There's a stair which leads up to it from behind the main chapel to Telak, I believe. Now, says Leskar, turning to go, let us see what you will need. Turn to 48. Laskar finds all kinds of equipment for you. Choose what you do not already have from the following list and write it on your adventure sheet. A sword, a lantern, plus a supply of oil and some flints to light it with a length of rope. Light it with a length of rope, 4 provisions. And that's it. Fully equipped, you allow Laskar to lead you back to the ravine. Rather than climbing to the edge, though, he takes you by a wide, sloping path down the side of the huge cut. The going is hard, and before long the track is so steep and rocky that you must rope yourselves together. Eventually you reach the base of the ravine and stand looking out across the ruined city with its once beautiful buildings now lying at strange angles, twisted and cracked by their fall. Laskar leads you through the city, bringing you to where a huge depression leads you down into the earth. The roof is a covered courtyard. Let's see. The roof is a covered courtyard. The roof of a covered courtyard has fallen in, and several dark and forbidding passages lead off of it. Laskar points one out. That one leads down to the other courtyard, from where you will find a passage leading to the crypts, the royal palace, and the chief temple. I have not been further than the courtyard. You embrace the old man, and he departs to climb up the temple on the north side of the ravine and await your successful emergence from the underground complex. Will you descend into the darkness or pause a while? Ooh, interesting. Interesting choice. We're going to get into a new map here for the temple, or whatever it is, the ye olde dungeon run, essentially. You guys want to pause a while, have some introspection? Let me just take a quick break here and say, welcome to anybody in the stream. We are reading Battleblade Warrior, Fighting Fantasy number 31. A live read. You guys make the choices and the dice rolls. I just get to read this book. Into the darkness we go. I like that, Avalee. I need that on a shirt. Alright, 289. We're going to start this new map here. 289, Into the Darkness. No time for pausing. No time for introspection. 289. Immediately it is very cool and very dark. You light your lantern and peer about you. The passage is decorated with rows of statues now toppled and smashed. The floor beneath your feet may once have been a flight of steps worn smooth to a shallow slope, which climbs down into another covered courtyard. From here lead off 2 passages, both dark and uninviting. Will you take the one to the right or the one to the left? Oh, always the choice, right or left. What do you guys want to do? 171 is right and 267 is left. Avalee's right is right. Right makes might. Okay, 171. All right. The path curves gently down between the rows of ancient statues before opening out into a large antechamber littered with debris. Opposite are a pair of solid double doors. You cross to them and listen carefully, but hear nothing. Gingerly, you push them open and peer into the darkness. The next chamber is similar to the last, but larger and in better condition. In each corner stands a life-size statue of a warrior, with two more flanking the doors at the far end of the room. You pick your way across the room and almost jump out of your skin in fright as the two door guardians cross spears to bar your way. The one on the right is missing most of its head and the other has lost its left arm, but both are animated by evil, capital E evil, take note of that, and are quite capable of taking you on. Alright. The head on the floor by the right warrior's feet booms out, "None shall enter here! None shall enter here!" It's just like an old heroic saga, you think to yourself, hefting your sword. The guardians attack together. Skill and stamina. Alright, if you defeat both of them, 269. Sassy Mofras says, join the awakened. Alright, oh look at this, Warpigs and Avali are both here and they're rolling like crazy. Sofa even dropped by. Yeah, I know, right? I don't know if he's still lurking or not. Alright, so we got, oh man, you hit that first one, stamina, boom. And then same roll again. Second one, that first guardian goes down in a blaze of broken rubble. Yeah, but this guy's only got a skill of 6 and a stamina of 9, so you guys managed to get him both times. It's all good. Alright, Warpigs is going in with another crappy roll. This time facing a 13. I got a roll of 4, 13 tied. Alright, but only a skill of 5, so that's not too bad. First hit on the stamina, though. The next one is a 10, though, so you guys got to beat a 15. Let's see if Avali or anybody else that wants to do exclamation point roll. That 7 will do it with a 16. Alright, so just one more hit. We'll, Alright, Sassy's come in. She's going to do an actual physical roll here. You're rolling for the monsters, you know that, right? No, I'm just kidding, it's you. Alright, Sassy's going to roll for her. Oh, she rolled an 8. Alright, against that last roll. Alright, you guys managed collectively to defeat that second guardian. You defeated both of them, 269. Let's press on. No hits taken by us. Thanks, Sassy. The statues, Warpigs and Avali say hey. Oh, we figured out the real-time audio thing too. Well, I loaded up the Discord server, so they're listening on Discord, so it's real time. Yeah. So only my finest followers get that, though. The statues are finally shattered and smashed, but at quite a high cost to your sword, which is notched and blunted. Reduced your attack strength by 1. You listen at the door and hear creaking like a door blowing in the wind. You listen again, but the noise has stopped. Gripping your now blunt sword, you push open the door. 151. Alright. Alright, sorry, 153. The door opens to reveal a vast hall, its far end shadowy in your flickering lantern light. You can make out just a large pair of double doors set in the far wall and a pair of tattered curtains covering 2 small alcoves on the right wall. More importantly, though, you can make out a huge gray slug-like creature which is chomping at one of the curtains. Ugh. What will you do? Attack? Slip around the room's left wall or the room's right wall? Oh, darn, I lost the map here. Right, 1, 3. Left wall or right wall? I do know which way to go. Alright, there we go. Right wall it is, 137. You slip round flat against the wall to avoid being seen by the repulsive creature. In the corner of the room, you come across a small metal-bound door. You can go through the door or continue around the edge of the room. All right, so there's a room here. This is slug. Went around to 137. We can go through the door 355 or continue around 329. Small metal door? Metal door. We need some metal. Little dragon force. Could be noisy. All right. Keep sneaking. 329. The far corner of the room is crumbled and battered, and a trail of loose dirt shows where the slug probably entered. You tiptoe around the edge of the rubble, keeping an eye open for a second monster until you come to the double doors. The slug has finished the first set of curtains and is now slithering towards those hanging over the second alcove. Will you attack the creature? Or leave the room and continue your exploration? 274. What do you guys want to do? This poor slug. Yeah, alright, keep going. 274. Unless he's the eye. Be gross. You carefully pull open one of the towering double doors and slip through. A wide corridor leads away into the darkness, twisting it at such an angle that you have a great trouble walking along it. It is also littered with rubble, and the left-hand wall looks very unsafe. Hey, what's up, Sofa? Welcome back. Also littered with rubble, and the left-hand wall looks very unsafe. The passage turns right after 20 paces or so, and down some well-worn steps. You creep down carefully, managing to avoid the worst rubble. Now it comes to a T-junction. Will you take the left passage, 312, or turn right, 196?
It is right.
Ha ha. Sassy says red is right. I tend to agree. Pardon me? On the Discord. Go log in. I have to download the Discord app or your iPad. Oh, good. Are we going to go right? All right, let me link out the Discord thing again, because Sassy's going to join Discord, I think. If anybody wants to join Discord, here you go. You can do that. Follow that link and throw yourself on mute and listen in real time. And sounds like we're going to do right is right. 196. The passage leads only a few paces before opening out into another badly damaged room. Religious relics, pots, robes, and boxes lie smashed across the floor. As you gaze around, though, your eye lights up on a chest sitting in a corner, almost completely unscarred. Uh-oh. Do you investigate further, Mimic, or would you like to leave this room and move to the other, Mimic? So this is a chest. 335. Chest, Mimic. Or move to the other part, 312. Could do Discord and help me read? Oh, Sofa, you're always so helpful. I like the suggestion. Sofa troll. Didn't you get demoted to a love seat yesterday? I'm pretty sure Sassy demoted you to. It's gonna be recliner. Yeah, one of those old ones from the 70s. Got like the corduroy fabric, not even a leather one. Oh, so bad. All right, you guys want to do the chest, or do you want to do? I'd rather leave the room and keep going. Let me know what you guys want to do. Or Pig says chest. Mimic. I mean, what? Alright, let's do chest. Unscarred. 335. The chest rattles. There's something inside it. Examining it closely, you notice there's a Z-shaped lock. If you have a key that shape, turn to 101. If you'd rather try to smash it open, 127. Sofa says he's a reclining sofa sectional made of golden silk. Just get into the chat and read it. 127. Let's try to smash it open. We don't have any other choice. You strike the chest with your sword, even to prise it open with your knife, throwing it against the wall, even kicking it about, but nothing seems even to be able to dent it. You root about the debris for a key, but find nothing. In disgust, you toss the chest into a corner and continue on to the other room. 312. I'm disgusted by that. So disgusted. 312. After you've gone 10 paces or so, the corridor opens out into an almost level floored chamber, only a few paces across. A stone bench is set into one wall on either side of you, and opposite you, steps lead down into the darkness. You may rest here and eat with some provisions. If you wish, turn to 2. Oh, shoot. No, I forgot to add those things to our inventory. So we are at full stamina. We don't need to rest here. Remember that we have a lantern, a rope, and 4 provisions at this point. We turn to 2. Discord. At the bottom of the steps, you have arrived in another old and very dusty room, littered again with small pieces of rubble from its cracked ceiling and walls. In a far corner, what may be a statue or perhaps a fountain casts grotesque shadows in the lantern light. You take one of the dark passages that lead off to the left. 255. Get this in. Left is 255. To the right, 271. Or examine the statue or fountain, 35. Discord has a better pickup on that on Twitch. Totally. This is the executive commentary for sure. Yeah, they can hear you.
Cat barf, that's why.
Oh, gross. That's the barefoot cat barf stepper. All good. It makes for fun times. All right, you guys want to examine? Oh, yeah, right between the toes. Nasty. What are you gonna do? Avalie says you should have turned right before the cat barf. Well played, Avalie. Hold on. That gets salt. That gets salt. All right. Let's do the bonus here. The sofa's eating. All right, hold on. You guys are all awesome. Boom. That in-joke, though, so real. Well done. That's 100 salt for everybody. No video for Discord. Don't, just audio. All right. Let's see here. I don't know why you needed Discord. You're in the room with me. Yep. All right. We're examining this statue. 35. It's a fountain with a small statue of Telak pouring water into a shallow bowl. The water that trickles out, though, seems very dark. You catch some in your hand and examine it in the lantern. Oh, Telak! It isn't water at all. It's blood! What evil has poisoned this place? You hurry from the room. You may go left, 255, or right, 271. Damn, blood fountain. Yep. I'm just coming to Twitch. Sassy. Oh, going left. Man, 255. All right. Deviation. Getting tired of going right. Sassy's a mod. A set of crumbling steps lead up to a large door marked with the strange arcane symbols. You listen carefully at the door and hear the sound like metal coins being rubbed together. You ready your sword, take a deep breath, and kick the door. There's a massive thump, but the door remains closed. From inside the room comes a crashing sound. You kick the door again and again, but nothing will budge it. Then, to your horror, the door is flung open with a resounding crash. There, in front of you, is a terrifying sight. Framed in the doorway stands a warrior king from lost ages past. He's been dead a long time, but something has resurrected him and set him to guard this ancient room. He carries a long javelin, poised ready to thrust at you, and on his head sits a jagged crown studded with emeralds. You must fight him.
Run.
Oh no. Oh, two-way voice communication. What is going on? It was Sofa unmuting himself for a second just so he can yell at me. The Warpigs gets right into the fight. Sofa, hit, exclamation point, roll. Sassy's in here as well. We're going to fight this thing. Avali's already getting in with a 3 and 1. The guy's got a skill of 10, and our skill is of 9. So he hit us the first time. He got an 11. And let's keep up with this. All right, Warpig's got the 10. All right, so we get one hit on him, and then we got Sassy rolls an 8 versus his 6. Okay, that's 2 hits on him, 1 hit on us. Sofa's in with the roll. Ooh, nice roll, Sofa. That's a 9 against his. So we hit him 3 times and 4 against us. Wow, you guys are just going crazy with the rolls now. That's a 9 against his 7. That's a hit because we're only 1 behind. I'm getting lost in the track here. Holy crap. Okay, stop rolling. 9, and then, okay, so that was Sofa's roll on the last one. I think Avali had a roll in there as well. Okay, boom. No matter what, you guys managed to kill him. Well done. You guys defeated the Warrior King. If you defeat this ancient hero, 326. What we will do, you know, it's an interesting idea too. Instead of you guys being muted, we could do a very limited run, whether it's through Salt or if I ever get subs, having an actual people coming in with voice communication. That'd be really interesting as well. Have like a kind of limited play. 326. All these ideas, we'll get it figured out. As long as we keep doing them, because they're hella fun. As it loses the evil spark that animated it, the ancient body crumples to the floor, shattering into fragments of brown dust. All that is left is a rusting suit of antique armor and a tarnished crown holding 2 emeralds. You can pry the gemstones out, or perhaps you'd rather leave and continue your exploration. You guys want to take those, totally. You guys rolled like crazy on that last one. You guys want to go for emeralds? Take it out. There's a Sassy Mofrass joke in there somewhere. All right, 226. The emeralds flip out of the crown. Rather strangely, they both have flat backs, and when you hold them together, you see why. They're 2 halves of the same huge stone. Congratulating yourself on your acquisition, you secrete them into your rucksack and move on. Make a note of your find and turn to 78. Nice. Did we just find the eye? That'd be rad. 78. All right, so we'll do... I'll just update our sheet here real quick. Hold on. We also lost 2 stamina. 78. I'll read this. You guys can make the decision, and I'll update it. Yep. A brass-bound door opens to reveal a small passage, which in turn leads to a large room. The chamber is empty of life, but features a row of large stone slabs that look, the deep red scratches spattered on them, as if they were used for dissecting bodies or some similarly gruesome activity. Around the walls lie the shards of smashed pots and vases, but most seem to be filled with ashes, of what you dare not contemplate. Passages lead off straight ahead and to the right. After peering down both, you decide to go right. Yeah, this book is totally in line with what we're doing. All right, we're going to go right in a second. I'm just going to pause there for one moment as we get... we need to get provisions. We got rope. We took 2 stamina worth of damage. Got a 15. Have a gemstone. Let's actually, we'll just write down emerald. Emerald. Legacy. See, the book knows right is right. 385. Ooh, stop mapping. 385. The corridor slopes down, but more peculiarly, I can't say that, peculiarly, twists in such a way that it angles sideways as well. It's very cool. Yeah, man, that's rad. It's very cool and dry down here, but also very musty, as though something once fresh had started to go off. It's Ancient Warrior pit smell. You come into another room and peer in through the archway. The chamber is quite bizarre, for carved into all of the available wall space are small niches. And standing in each niche is a skull in an ornate glass jar. Beneath each skull, a metal plate is affixed to the wall. The skulls of 10,000 beings must be in here, you think, as you gaze in wonder. You peer closer at each niche, only to find that the skulls are not human at all. They are fluted, more than They are fluted, more as you imagine an elf skull would look, except that they also bear an exaggerated canine teeth. The jars next to each skull contain a nasty surprise for you too, for each holds a small, wrinkly gray lump of flesh that might just be a brain. You can't make out what's written on the small metal plates, although there is definitely something there. The symbols have become faded and illegible over the ages. This room is unsettling, especially for somewhere supposed to be a haven for goddess or goodness. 2 passages lead out of it. 1 flight of steps leads up to the left, another flight down to the right. All right, so we go down to the right is 4, or up to the left is 182. So far, you know what? That offer is good. We're gonna wait on it. We're gonna go. Ooh, must eat. Delicious. We're down to the right. 4. You walk to the top of the stairs and peer down. They seem very steep, as if, and it is very dark down there. Then you draw back hurriedly, for you're sure you heard voices down there. Yes, there they are again. Lizard men! You run for the other steps and leap up them quickly, hearing the clatter of the enemy's boots on the flagstones in the distance behind you. You come to a door, and once you've gone through, it slams shut behind you. In alarm, you notice there's no lock, and gazing around you realize that there's nothing to bar it with either. In blind terror, you race down the corridor, pausing only long enough to notice that it is lined on either side by barred cells until you reach another door at the far end. You kick at it, and it holds firm. It's locked. Your heart sinks. Will you continue trying to force it or look for a key? All right. Do we wait? Or do we continue to kick at it? Do we race down? Do we key or kick? Key, kick. Kick. Cool. All right, let's do it. Force it. 321. Roll 2 dice. If it's higher than your skill score, 90. If you roll less than 2 or equal to 216. Oh, look at that. Evely's already in there with a roll. Super predictive. Our skill score is slightly less. Everybody's like getting in on the low rolls. Nice. All right, less than our skill score is 216. The door flies open and you dart through along another short corridor and to another door. As you reach it, you kick it open, leaping into the room beyond and slam the door. You pause for a moment to collect yourself, close your eyes and take a deep breath. Then you open them. Oh, your feet are getting wet. You gaze around in panic. The room is leaking. Blood-red water is pouring into the room through cracks in the walls and ceiling. Blood-red water? Oh, Talak, it is blood. The room is bleeding. What sort of corrupt evil has infested this place to cause this? As your mind reels, you are distinctly aware of thumps against the door. It flies open and 4 lizard men stride in. Momentarily confused by the strange angle of the room and its disturbing contents, they quickly recover and leap to the attack. You must fight them 2 at a time because of the conditions. You must fight with 2 deducted from your attack strength. So we also have a dull sword. So we have to deduct 3 from our attack strength at this point, which really sucks. Yeah, it's definitely luck time. So let's get in here. Wow, this is a lot of skill and a lot of stam. It's going to be a tough one. All right, so we have an effective skill of 6 in this one. So they're 2 higher than us. That's a 7 versus their 8, so we take 1 hit on that one. A 7 against the 7, so we take a 2nd hit on that one. And we got a 6 and a 1. Roll the same 6 and a 1. That's we're taking 3 hits at this point. And then Avali rolls a 3 and a 1 against their 11. We've taken 4 hits in a row now. It's not looking good. Warpigs comes in with a double 3. Against their 11, we've taken 5 hits now. We're down 10 stamina. A double 2 against their 4 is still not good enough. Sorry? Yeah, but we're at 6 skill right now, effectively. Oh, Warpigs engage cheat mode. Okay, let's do it. Cheat mode, double 6s for everybody. Boom, 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 boom. All right, what we're gonna do, actually, in the interest of time for this, is we're gonna keep rolling. Ooh, down to 15 stamina. We're likely gonna die at this point. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a quick cheat mode. Warpigs called for it. Up, up, down, down, left, right, A, B, 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 A, start. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do one hit kills. See if we can actually get a hit. Old God mode. Oh, was it? That's awesome. EQD. There we go. They rolled a 3 on that one. Can you guys beat a 3? Yeah, Warpigs beat a 3. With one mighty cheat mode swing of a sword, he lops off the head of 4 lizardmen at the same time. Blood spurting, adding the general ruckus to the room. Alright, well that's cheat moded. We're just going to go to 82 in the interest of time as well. Alright, you kick open the door, step through the dark water, and trudge up the sloping passageway, leaving wet, squelching, bloody footprints behind you. The passage curves around to the right and then forks paths. You may take the right fork, 244, or left. Alright, so 244 or 395. I'm not a huge totally OP sword. Not a huge fan of this maze-like part of this book. You guys want to keep going right? Right is right. Hey, welcome anybody that's new to the channel. We're reading Fighting Fantasy number 31, Battleblade Warrior. Here's the link to the Discord server if you want to come into the general chat and mute yourself. That way you'll get real-time chat instead of the delayed stuff that you're experiencing in the stream. Right to the end. Okay, you got it, my friend. 244. The passageway narrows until it's just wide enough for you to squeeze down. The smooth walls turn rough and you seem to be heading deep into the mountainside. Suddenly, the tunnel stops in a small, dusty chamber. There is nothing in the chamber and no exits lead from it. Thank Telak you weren't trapped in here by the lizardmen. You shudder and squeeze your way back to the junction to take the other way. 395. Wow. Right? Fair enough. Dead end. Kind of a weird thing to do. I guess the author's like, I'm just going to add, one more passage. Dead end. The corridor curves gently upward and leads to a small chamber from which stone stairs spiral upwards. A narrow passage leads off to the right. That must be the way to the temple of the chapel of Telek. Will you go along the passage or take the stairs? All right. Which way? I guess a narrow passage leads off to the right. That must be the way to the chapel of Telek. Yeah. What if you don't mute yourself? Then I'll mute you. Don't worry about it. I can do that. See, you're muted. I think you're muted by default. Yeah, it's all good. You got the mutes on. All right. You can't mute him in real life. You'll never quell him. All right, you guys want to go? Right, or take the stairs?
Stairs.
Jeepus. It's fucking... All right. Yep. Sofa, can you hear? That was totally scary. Yeah. Okay, I can also deafen too, which is interesting. All right, self-muted and server muted now. You just try to come back in, my friend. Carrie. All right, we're taking the stairs, 301. See? Power. The staircase spirals on up, although thankfully its condition is not too bad. Eventually, after a taxing climb, you reach the top, where your way is barred by another small, metal-bound door. You sneak through into a dingy anteroom. Although through an archway, you can see into the temple. Lascar is standing, his back towards you, as if contemplating the small altar before him. Will you enter and join him? Or wait a moment or so as not to disturb him? Ooh, interesting. I want to wait. What do you guys think? Should we wait? Yeah, More Pigs agrees. Let's wait it out. Seems suspicious, doesn't it? 140. You hesitate a moment, and your eyes widen. You see a large lizard man march briskly across to Lascar, talk for a moment, salute him, and then march back out of your sight. It's a trap. Do you have the arm of Telak or not? Damn. We don't have it. 77. You duck back into the anteroom and cower in the shadows as you plan your next move. Suddenly, you hear footsteps on the stairs of the Telek's temple. The door is flung open and a party of lizardmen emerge. You have no chance against them. You struggle as they grab you and drag you into the temple before Lascar, but it's no use. The old man turns with a grin of pure malice on his face. One of the lizardmen hands Lascar a bundle wrapped in the cloth. He greedily unwraps it to reveal a gorgeous longsword, obviously the arm of Telak. Oh man, they brought it to us. That's awesome. Now, fool! Do you have the eyes? Demands the old man in a crazed voice. You reach into your pack and retrieve what gemstones you found in your travels. If you have no gems, turn to 57. With a disdainful gesture, you scatter them across the floor. Lascar dives for them with a mad shout, and you lash out at him. Roll 2 dice. All right, let's get a roll. That Warpig's called it. Oh, sassy. Sassy with a skill score or less, 46. Your kick catches Lascar in the jaw, knocking him flying. You grab for the sword and one of the jewels. Note down which one you choose on your adventure sheet. Which one do we go for? Diamond, emeralds, jets, or ruby? Well, we only have emeralds, right? So we're going to go for the emeralds. 228. The 2 gems slot into the hilt perfectly, and power courses through your veins. Hell yeah, power veins. The emerald eyes of Telak gleam with holy energy. Waving the sword above your head, you cry, "Telak, be with me!" and leap for Lascar. Turn to 400. That's usually a pretty good sign. The blade cuts deep into the old man, slicing cleanly as the power guides your arm. The traitor dies, gurgling and choking. You step astride his body, the look in your eyes daring anyone to challenge you. The evil lizardmen hesitate, unsure of just how much power you now have. You raise your sword aloft and shout, "I have the power!" And in confirmation of your powers, the air begins to shimmer. Coalescing from nothing, 1,000 warriors materialize around you, golden weapons at the ready. The lizardmen murmur in terror as the ancient soldiers begin to slice through their ranks. You turn away in disgust. I like how the lizardmen murmur in terror as they're being killed. You turn away in disgust, but the sickening slaughter is soon over. With you at their head, the warriors step back into rank. You march away to the west, towards Vemorna. The power of your master, Telek's sword-bearer, blazing through every atom of your body. With a force like this, charging into battle with the sun behind you, you will free Vemorna from the clutches of evil and chaos. Hot damn, we won the game. That is it. Entry 400. Except for that one cheaty, crazy lizard fight, lizard man fight, we actually won the game. We legit hit the end of it with time to spare. Yeah, no doubt that we're lucky the only gems that we had were the eye. Here, now I'll unmute. Here, let's unmute Crossed. There we go. Server unmute. Anybody can unmute now. We can have a chat about it. What do you guys think? If you're comfortable with that. If not, that's cool too. This is a Hey, it's a free-for-all. What are we going to do? Congratulations, my friends, for the amazing defeat of the Lizardman army in Battleblade Warrior. We've got some sweet maps that we drew. I was keeping track. It was a very mazy kind of end. And then here's the last dungeon map that we did. So we picked the path. Right is right. Are you muted still, Sofa? I think I unmuted you. you were totally muted. You're unmuted now. I unmuted the server unmute, but now you can get in and anybody can chat. It's a free-for-all chat with followers on Discord. If you want to get in on the action, link you guys in here. It's all good. Come on in, say hi. If you like what you saw and you're new to the channel and you want to stick around, click on that heart button below. I'd love a follow from anybody in the channel that is interested in coming around for some old school RPG at any point. Join these lovely other people here that are coming by and having a good time every other week as we do a live read of fighting fantasy books. Battleblade Warrior is the one we just went through, fighting fantasy number 31. And what we should do is figure out what we're going to do on the... Yeah, I was curious if we'd ever get to use that idol, and I really want to find out at some point where the where we get to use the cat's eye link. You know, we stared down that panther. He gave us that sweet nod of approval, and then we moved on. So it was yeah, Sassy came in right at the end. Should we those that are here now? Should we pick the next book? What do you guys think? Do a quick vote. We can get the next one in, no problem. You guys want to. Oh, Sofa wants to do a vote. We can do a vote if you guys want to. We can just have a quick chat about it. There's not too many people in here. I shouldn't have to summon up the old vote system, but if you want to hang on for 1 second, I can totally do it because it's sweet. War Pigs picked this one, yeah. No, this was a good book. Well, yeah, let's throw it out to the channel. Like, what do you guys want? I've got a bunch of titles. And I can pull out a few key ones. Just hold on 1 second if you're in here. Let's pick out another one so I can start prepping it. Next read's going to be in 2 weeks, which will be March 20th, I think. So, ooh, Warpig says City of Thieves. Let me get the cover of that one. Let's show it off to everybody else. You guys hold on for 1 second. I'll pick 3 that we can vote on. All right, so you were just you guys bore witness to. I don't have Lizard Island War Pigs. Man, I wish I did, but I do not have. If I can find a copy of it somewhere. All right, let's move this map stuff out of the way. All right, so we got City of Thieves. We got Freeway Fighter, the Mad Maxian style one. That's an Ian Livingstone book. That's number 13. City of Thieves is pretty early on. That's number 5. Apparently, this is a really good one. Of course, I'm biasing you. Demons of the Deep has a special place in my heart. This is one of the first fighting fantasy books that I ever read as a kid. I picked that one up. So, totally cool, War Pigs. So what do you guys think? For the next one, should we do City of Thieves? So look at the backs here. Oh, this is, okay, this is Demons of the Deep. Captain Bloodaxe, the terror of these seas, gives no mercy. But you and your crew are courageous sailors determined to go down fighting. The skirmish is swift and deadly. When it's over, you are the only survivor. But Captain Bloodaxe has a terrible fate in store for you, one which will take you down beneath the waves into the dens of the demons of the deep, in search of the mysterious black pearls, which are your only hope of survival. All right, that's that one. City of Thieves is terror stalks the night of Zanbar Bone, and his bloodthirsty moondogs hold the prosperous town of Silverton to ransom. You are an adventurer, and the merchants of Silverton turn to you in their hour of need. Your mission takes you along dark, twisting streets where thieves, vagabonds, and creatures of the night lie in wait to trap the unwary traveler. And beyond lies the most fearsome adventure of them all, the tower stronghold of the infamous Zanbar Bone. All right, that's City of Thieves. And then, of course, we got Freeway Fighter. Life is lawless and dangerous, Survivors like you either live in scattered fortified towns or roam outside as bandits. Your mission is to cross the wilderness in the far distant oil refinery of San Angelo to bring vital supplies back to the peaceful town of New Hope. Even in the armed Dodge Interceptor that you're given, the journey will be wild and perilous. Will you survive? Oh, Freeway Fighter has an extended combat system and a double adventure sheet. All you need is 2 dice. Wow, okay, hold on, I want to check that out. This is like, it'll have guns and stuff. Oh, man. You got like you get a spec for you know what, we did die, and we totally cheated, but that's okay. Look at that, you get missiles or rockets, iron spikes, oil, spare wheels, you get car mods, firepower, and armor. Wow, that'll be a more involved stream for sure. We'd probably carve out at least 4 hours for that one. But it'd be cool to have a little modification away from the fantasy. So we did finish early. It did have a lot less luck and random items to find. Totally. It seemed to be, you know, that we would have finished that one no matter what, since we didn't really use any of the crazy stuff that we had going on. Alright, so what do you guys think? Demons, Freeway Fighter, or City of Thieves? I'm up for anything. We can sleep on it, or we can decide now. It's all good. Uno mas. Deep or City one? Apparently this is a really good one. So, Sofa says Demons. Okay, so we've got one Deep or City one. So that's 2 for Demons. Demons of the Deep. This will bring me back for sure. Oh, okay. It sounds like we might go deep on the next one. Alright, cool. Say what, then we'll do Demons of the Deep on the next one. This one has special nostalgic value for me. I don't remember a lot of it because I think I first read it when I was in grade 4. Roughly. Yep, would have been grade 4. So that is many moons ago for those that are you youngins. Let me see. Grade 4 for me, it would have been, what, 8, 9 years old? So that would have put it at, what year did this come out? 86? I probably read this around, yeah, it definitely would have been around 86 then, like when I first got that. So, cool. First published 86. Sofa, you were born 86. This is your birth book, man. This is your, this is what you're doing. 55 years ago. All right, man. You got to unmute yourself so I can chide you in person. You Sofa King, you. Cool. Okay, well, 2 weeks' time, we'll do Demons of the Deep. To answer your question, Sofa, there will be no tanks tonight. This is my special edition Sunday. This is all I'm going to do for Sunday. I'm not feeling super awesome. Me and Sassy are off to some friend's place for dinner shortly, actually, and we're going to play some board games and such. But no streaming tonight, my friends. Yeah, we're going out. Other friends, non-internet friends. Hold on, keep that one there for a second. Let me find out if there's who's on real quick, because what I like to do now is raid some other streamers. Some of the people that I met are pretty awesome. Some locals. That's a rebroadcast. And what kind of games do you guys like to watch? Because I got a few options here. Deadshot's playing that. You know what? There's nobody super awesome on, but what I will do is just because they are some friends and co-workers that stream as well, and they are local and in Vancouver, I'm going to give a quick raid count. Bring Chester. You guys want to? I think we're going to play Small World tonight, actually. Where's Boo Boo? Is he sleeping? I don't know. Do we? No, the camera's not set up for a Chester shot right now. Unless we can stick him under the dice cam. Boop. Nope. It's yeah, War Pigs is a really fun game. It's really bit of a steep learning curve. You kind of have to know the ins and outs of the different combinations of races and stuff. That works out pretty well. All right, so there we go. If you want to raid Steam Bros, they're pretty awesome. Fun guys. One of them is Matt, one of my coworkers. He's a good time. We can definitely get going on that. We can. Everybody wants to head over to that channel. I'm going to start hosting them anyways. Thanks for the read. Thanks for the follows, and had a good time as always. Back in 2 weeks for Demons of the Deep. My next stream will be tomorrow night. Guess what's dropping? It's The Division, so I'll be playing some of that. So thanks everybody. I'm going to switch off into a host now, so thanks for watching. I'll catch you again soon. Thanks for everything.